Yes.
How's everyone doing, chat and crew alike?
I am doing quite well, though the last couple days have been upsetting to me, if only because I did what I haven't done in a long time, which was some genuine, good old-fashioned yard work. And as every time I do that, I got into poison ivy, which I am severely allergic to.
Shouldn't do that.
I should not do that.
You were telling us last week how you were like getting really into like time lapses of this guy going around and like fixing these people's yards.
Yeah, like we talked about a little bit like what's a cathartic video that you might pull in that's a little weird, and then we were judged by Aaron,
as we are.
I didn't get the. I guess I don't get the cathartic feeling of like watching someone mow a yard.
Have you ever watched like oh man, what's that one guy? He's from Australia. It's like primitive technology or something like that. You ever watch that? Those?
Nope.
I get the same feeling from that, honestly.
I really don't watch a lot of YouTube in general.
Sure.
So I don't know. I was in like a Pokemon kick of some stuff that I was watching Pokemon related, to which an editor who was like trying to upload some stuff, whatever, was like, look at all this Pokemon stuff.
Yeah, it's funny because we share the same YouTube logins most of the time, and even some of our editors that upload with us.
We all have like the same kind of stuff that we're watching. It's weird. So there was that, but then there was what was the other thing I was watching more recently? I don't know. Was Impractical Jokers on YouTube?
Yes.
I don't know if what I'm watching was a YouTube one or if it's something else, but it's on HBO Max, I think, now. Yeah. I've been watching that. So I guess that's kind of YouTube-y, but
I'll fall down on Practical Jokers sometimes, or Whose Line Is It Anyway, rabbit holes, and just watch a bunch of it, and then they'll be recommended forever.
I was on a kick where I was watching a lot of, like, it was like these Ask Reddit ones where, like, they'd ask a teacher, like, what's the craziest things ever happened with a class or whatever.
Sure.
And it was like a robot kind of reading like all the answers for it and stuff.
Windows accessibility voice.
Yeah, it was like one of those. It's like, so I fell down a hole watching those for a while and stuff. But.
Yeah.
But now what I had gotten into was like, I don't know, it's just like professionals cleaning up terrible yards. Like, how do they do it? What do they do? And it's just, sometimes you'll see someone that's really good at editing, someone that's not good at editing, and you follow, find some people or whatever. Anyway, I had done that the last couple of weeks, and then I also have a lot of work being done at my house right now, and over the weekend, there was just this one kind of patch of high weeds and a flower bed that was kind of left over and wasn't done. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go do that. So put on some gloves, didn't put on a long sleeve shirt, and got into some poison ivy. So I currently have it all over my left hand. I'm not sure how visible it is at all, but it's not great. But I'm kind of in the backstage of it now. Yesterday was really bad in terms of, because I was going to be here all day and I was going to stream all night. So I know I can't take Benadryl because it will make me tired, and by the time I get to stream, I'm going to be dead. So I decided no Benadryl, no nothing. And it was pretty miserable, just trying not to itch. But today's been pretty good. So I think I'm on the back half of it now. But I especially, when I was a kid, they say that every time you get poison ivy, you get it worse the next time, because your body just gets worse at dealing with it.
Sure.
But this is certainly not my worst case. My worst case was whenever it got in my bloodstream and it was in my eyeballs, in my ears, in my butthole.
Real bad.
It was so bad, like under my, like the pit of my knee, just like the worst spots where like you can't help but touch.
Especially when like
did you just like roll around in it naked?
No, it's just how it spreads on me. I'm just extremely allergic to it.
Just more proof.
We all are allergic to it. Yeah, I know, right? We all are allergic to poison ivy, but I'm sure there's some people that aren't, like some special people,
Some special, yeah.
Like it's like a superpower.
Special
they have.
people.
But I have the Mr. Glass syndrome when it comes to poison ivy. So that is the one Batman rogue I could not take.
That was some like a grass patch or some stuff at your place, right?
Yeah.
That you were digging through.
Well, yeah, I know exactly where it was. It was in that corner flower bed where we lost the arrow.
Did you find the arrow?
Nope.
Oh.
But I was digging all that up and
in there?
Yeah. What point is there if you didn't look for the arrow?
I'm not even convinced it's in there. I think it's in like the neighbors, three neighbors away. It went through the hill and it's in Devola.
You said that after you dug up all his flowers and destroyed his garden.
It's because you said like, no, I saw it go in here.
We watched the footage of it.
Yeah.
The video showed it going like almost that way.
Yeah.
So yeah.
that's been my last couple of days of just dealing with that, and I'm actually pretty happy with it though, because when I would used to get it, as soon as I noticed it, it's like, oh my god, don't do anything to spread, and then the next day it's all over my body. But today, no new patches, so I feel good.
That's good.
I also did this thing. I was like looking up like what do other people do that have this like severe allergy reaction, and one guy, he was like, "This is gonna sound crazy, but like if you're in the shower or just even under a faucet, turn on cold water, put it on like a bad patch, and slowly make it hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter until it's one step above too hot." And he said, like, what's gonna happen is you're gonna think like, "Ooh, no, I shouldn't do this," and then you're gonna have a sense of euphoria all over your body, like an orgasm. And then the next 5 or 6 hours, you won't itch at all. And I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I started to do it. I was like, all right, yeah, okay. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. Ah! It does it.
It worked?
It totally worked. And then I didn't itch all night.
Really?
Yeah.
Just that one spot or like your whole body?
Whole body.
Interesting.
I mean, I did it multiple places, but the first one was like the one where like the sensation was just crazy, you know?
Sure, yeah.
Anyway, so that was my black magic witchcraft way of dealing with it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Aaron, I think there's a problem with your audio. People are saying your shirt is too loud.
My shirt? It's not my fault. I didn't buy this shirt.
Did your mother dress you?
No. I put this on because it got sent to me, and I was like, well, I guess I'll wear this because I was wearing these brown pants. And I was like, a button-up shirt, it fits with brown pants. So that's what I went with. And it's got flamingos on it. People like that. I don't know what it is.
The flamingo.
There's flamingos on it.
You know, it's white on your body, but on stream it looks like it's pink. I think it's because it's see-through.
Turn Calvin down.
Yeah, but no, I liked. Was it Rick who said it best? I think it was like, that looks like something Henry Spencer would wear. And I was like,
Well,
yeah, I can
you
see
had the
that.
hat on too. Was
Yeah.
the
The hat is so small though.
I know.
It's so
But-
tiny.
It completes the look.
It was that kind of hat though that he always wears.
So, but yeah, you'll see that in a video later when I get it.
Yep.
And whatever else we got. Of course, I wore it too also on Pokemon Day when I
Yep.
did Pokemon Snap. I go to an island. I'm at
And
the
a
beach.
lay.
I was
I'm
wearing
told.
a lay.
You
Yeah,
got a lay.
I got laid.
I thought it looked good.
Yeah. I mean, it fits with the beach theme and the water theme and then maybe the volcano and stuff. So I was like, sure, why not? Let's do that. So I wore it, except for the lay, all night. Of course, I wasn't going to take out my shirt. Stream. Again.
The other thing that happened to me this week, not happened to me, but I'm happy about, and no one else on stream will really care, but you guys might know would know, is all those dead giant bushes in my backyard.
Yeah.
They're all gone.
No.
Dead giant bushes. Huh?
Oh,
Where
God.
will the hornet's nest?
Somewhere else.
Aw,
It was a hornet's nest?
several.
Oh, wow. Was that where the parking, like where you parked?
Yeah.
That area?
Yep.
Where you like backed into those bushes? I would
Yep.
always back into those with my truck because
Yeah.
if you pulled into it,
Yep.
you got into bushes when you try to get out.
Yeah, got it all torn out, all the ones all the way up to the top of the property. So it's
Really?
just gonna be
It's
yard.
just
Got all the
running
like
space for Obi
weird. Yeah, I know, but I got all
And
the weird
deer
like
sleeping.
stones and like there's a stone bench there and giant boulders and stuff that like the previous owner was like, this is art.
And
you
you
know?
have the boulder in
And
your
all that
yard?
happens on that stone bench is rabbits jump on it and shit on it and leave.
Rabbits.
I've watched them do it.
Rabbits jump up on a bench, shit, and leave.
A stone bench.
Why on that?
I don't know, but
You
they
should
can't
feed
anymore.
them to Obi.
So anyway, it's
I
been
mean,
cleared off.
it's-
You could. Did
it's
you let
their
Calvin know?
offering.
Calvin would have loved that shit.
I was gonna
And-
say it's their offering to Obi to keep him from
Yeah.
chasing them.
And with like
It's
the
an
whole,
Obi
the
on
whole
a
back
little-
hill is kind of like the whole back hill is kind of like torn out now, and there's no grass or anything. But you know what we haven't found? We still haven't found that area.
Yeah.
Even with that, so I don't think it's back there either.
No, I think it's in your neighbor's yard. I think you have to convince your guys that are doing your
Yeah.
yard work to tear up your neighbor's yard too.
Yeah.
Now this week was also your birthday.
It was my birthday.
Did you?
I had this. Jancy made this lasagna soup, which was very good.
That
Like
sounds.
I
That
know.
sounds terrible.
we
I don't
talk
know
about
if
this on
I don't know if it
stream?
sounds good or
I
what.
have
I'm not sure what I feel
have
about it.
Pictures.
The
of
words
it I can
lasagna
get you.
soup do not mix well in my mind. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like, I guess if it has like lots of pasta and stuff, like lasagna noodles in like a
Like a lasagna ramen,
like a
or what are
chili
you thinking?
consistency soup.
Like a little thicker,
Yeah,
not like a
not like chicken noodle.
Yeah, not like chicken
Not
noodle, where
like
it's just
really
like
brothy.
liquid broth
Yeah.
kind of stuff in there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious to see what it would look like because
I mean, it was so fantastic. I'm trying to see. Should I send this to you on Discord?
That's not gonna help me.
I
Okay.
petitioned for this food to be called
I can't. It's gonna be. I'm a savage just trying to show the camera. They're not gonna be able to see it.
I'm trying to see.
It's out of focus. But this is the lasagna soup.
Is that?
So how thick was it?
Pretty thick.
What's that? Is that like a leaf on the top of some like
Some
whipped cream?
regatta cheese. So like you put that cheese layer in lasagna usually.
Okay.
But this kind of acts as like you put that on top and you get like a little bit each time you take like the bite. You know.
Okay.
If you send it to Aaron, I can show them.
Just send it on Discord like you were going to.
so backwards.
Send it to Aaron.
Send
I
it to
can show
Aaron,
them.
and then Rick can show it on stream.
That's funny. Yeah, I will do that. But I don't want dead silence as I do it.
Calvin's on a roll today. What'd you say?
Probably the lasupia or lasup, or whatever I said. I can't remember.
Like, it was
It
so
a
good,
throwaway joke.
it
I
can't
don't
be
wanna
repeated.
remember.
So what makes or breaks a lasagna for you? Like, what's the one thing
Meat.
that? Yeah, the meat.
I don't want no vegetarian lasagna.
Well, no, I
I've
mean
had
like
those.
you know, if the meat.
No,
The
no,
veggie lasagna is so good though.
no.
like
I don't
it.
want all that spinach and shit.
No, it's not spinach.
I've had
It's
like spinach
broccoli.
in the lasagna. I don't want
Oh,
that.
I don't like that.
I don't want
no.
broccoli either. I want meat with
No,
sauce.
Stouffer's
and-
vegetable lasagna is great.
For me, I need a
I
lot of
don't know.
cheese.
You know what? What about
I need the right balance of cheese.
Here you go,
You ready
Rick.
for me to do it?
Well, here I'll open the original. And
Full size.
then I can.
Oh, it's big, Aaron.
Yeah, it's big.
There.
It's my picture.
Oh, there's like ravioli in it or something.
It's just so it's lasagna, just broken up.
Ah. Okay.
So you break them up into like kind of bite size or slightly bigger pieces.
Okay,
And the cool thing about it is like on the
pretty
first
good.
day, it is it's more soupy. It's thick, but it's a little soupy. Very interesting. But the leftovers pretty much just become lasagna.
Now,
yeah,
is
the-
this
the-
yours or is this from the internet?
Water
No, this is
steamed out of
Jancy
it.
made this.
Nice.
Yeah,
It looks like
this is on my new
kind
butcher
of
block countertop.
chili-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so it's lasagna is one of my favorite foods. So Jancy, actually made me just a lasagna last year, but this year did something a little different.
How do you think
Lasagna soup.
Garfield would feel about this?
I think that he'd love it the day after
Okay.
because it again like very lasagna-ish.
This here, like, there's this one spot that, like, because it's all wiggly,
Yeah.
it makes me think, like, I can't see the rest of it. It's a piece of ravioli in there.
Sure, I get what you mean.
Yeah. Where it's like crimped together.
Yeah, like, there's this right here in the center spot. But
Yeah.
then there's, like, a little one up in here. So, yeah, looks pretty good.
It was
I mean,
really good.
I mean, it sounds weird. I mean,
It does
but
sound
I
really
would-
weird.
I would eat it.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah. I would.
I mean, that's the type of like combination of words that I'd be like, I'll try that.
I mean,
You
yeah.
know?
I would definitely eat.
There's lots of things I'd try, you know?
Yeah.
I'm usually not going to say, like, no, it sounds gross. But I'd be like, I just can't picture in my head what that would look like.
But no, it was really really good, and it was kind of like not shocking, but I was like, wow, now it's just lasagna after you've like refrigerated it for a while. So it's like alchemy.
Alchemy. Well, Eric, otherwise, too, there was something else you said that you had happen, too, this week, right? There was something about your stream I was asking you. Like, I'm saving that for later.
Oh yeah, okay.
I want to make sure you didn't forget about whatever it was.
Yeah, I would have. Last night I was playing Wrath of the Druids, which is the DLC for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And in the original base game, you have to assassinate Order members as like a side quest. There's maybe 30 Order members that you have to go throughout the world and find clues to reveal their identity. Sometimes they can just look like an NPC. You won't know they're an Order member until you've actually revealed their identity, right?
Okay.
So there's something very similar in the new DLC, which is going after the actual Druid clans, right? They're not part of the Order. It's like the same system, but for a different organization. So I was like 5 minutes from ending stream, and I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to get one more of these guys. And unfortunately, not fortunately, because it ended up working out pretty well, but where they were seemed like it was a fortress, like a fort. Like they had it was, you can't just climb in it like you usually can anywhere else. You had to go in certain spots.
posted
I had to
guards and
clear a
everything.
lot of things, opening chests as I go. And then eventually I know the person is 50 feet in front of me because my indicator is telling me this, or 50 meters in front of me. It's indicator's telling me. And I look at the person, I'm like, that's them, right? So I focused on my beeline to them. but guards come out of nowhere and start attacking me, and that person starts running away.
Okay.
I gotta kill the guards real quick. I'm gonna start chasing the person. Okay, I'm gonna get them. This has happened before. Sometimes they run away. Sometimes usually they don't notice you, and you just assassinate them. But they're running away. I can't let them get away. So I start chasing them. And I chase more. And usually when you're chasing somebody in this game, you're like 10% faster than most people. But this guy was like 1-to-1 in terms of speed for me. He just kept running. I was barely gaining. And by the time I actually got to him to hit him, like I would stagger a little bit before I attacked because I have a heavy axe.
Yeah.
He'd get away. I'm like, man, he's fast. So I started chasing him, across the whole country. I'm in Ireland right now, and I went from various places to places. Like, I can't get him. I summon my horse. I'm chasing him down on my horse. I'm kicking at him. He's, like, dodging out of the way. It's like, why can't I kill him? Usually the game lets you kill people. It wants you to. But this one, it won't let me kill him. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Chasing my horse. You can jump up on your horse and jump off and do, like, crazy shit. And I ran out of arrows before I actually started chasing him, so I couldn't just shoot him down like normal.
Ah, okay.
I had no arrows. At one point, I'm like, oh, I do have a range attack. It's a special attack where you can throw like
A dagger or
15
something?
axes.
Oh.
Right? Never misses. And as I'm throwing him, it's like the axes would just go around him. And I missed every single one.
It's like a Matrix move.
It was insane. And then finally, I'm chasing him down, and he stumbles. I'm like, you motherfucker, I got you. This is all clipped on our Twitch channel, a Twitch channel on Discord, by the way. I'm like, you motherfucker, I got you. He stumbles. I go to attack. Miss every attack. I attack 5 times, and it's like he's Neo.
How?
And then eventually I look over at my chat, and they're like, Eric, that's not him.
What?
That's an NPC.
Oh my
You've been chasing an NPC this whole
I've
time?
been chasing an NPC who the game is designed for you to, like, you can, but they discourage you from attacking people you shouldn't. So all the things I've been trying to do was the game saying, like, it's not him. But I was stubborn. At one point, like, he started running back. Like, I jumped off my horse. He was running back to my horse. I was like, horse, get him. And the horse didn't do shit, Sometimes the horse will kick,
So,
So I spent, like,
how long and how far did you chase this guy?
10, 12 minutes total, probably, which running straight across Ireland is pretty far. It took so long. And I suddenly realized, I'm like, that's not him. And then I look, and they're like, Eric, you're supposed to kill a girl. It's a woman. This is a man. And it's funny because as he's running, he's going, ah! Get out! You can't hear what he's saying,
But you can hear that it's a man.
And I was just terrorizing this guy, like, I will get you,
my
for so
gosh.
long. Didn't realize it was the wrong one. And then I was like, I sat there and I'm like, chat, don't tell anybody about this. And it was immediately clipped and put on Discord.
Of course it is.
Did
So
you
then
end
I
up-
had to run all the way back, and I found the person and killed them. They were literally just standing in a house.
Well, good. I'm glad it's not just me, because if that happened to me and I said,
Yeah.
guys, don't tell anybody this, it would be everywhere. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
glad it was
definitely would have
privileged.
killed him anyway.
I know, but
You
sometimes
could try.
yeah.
it's so funny
Eric
that you're
was
like
trying.
throwing axes and they're just going around and
I know.
missing and stuff.
because the
like,
game doesn't want you to hit them. They kind of discourage it. But if I had arrows, I would have killed him in a second.
Would
But I
you
didn't
have?
have any arrows, and if I went to go get arrows, I would have lost them. So I couldn't get any arrows.
So you can kill everybody if you wanted to?
Yeah, I mean that's been a thing in Assassin's Creed all the time. Like, don't kill innocent people; you'll become desynchronized, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your character didn't do that, so when you're trying to recreate their memories, you shouldn't kill people that
Yeah.
never
You
kill,
shouldn't break the character.
So
that you're
you might
playing.
kill 1 or 2, and it might be like, "Hey, you do any more? We're kicking you out. You got to reload."
Gotcha.
So I was doing that to someone, but in retrospect, it's just funny to watch because he's kind of like, there's no intimidation in his run. It's very scared. They're just like they're designed to be the people that run away from the fight.
Yeah.
And I just like as I'm trying to attack him, like he's just like stumbling out of the way like a drunken master. I'm like, who is this guy?
He's like Jackie Chan in the. That's funny. So were you at the spot where the person was then?
Yeah.
And they,
So when I went back, I was like, there was like 3 people like sitting down outside of the house. He was in the house. I couldn't see him. But
Like just in the first
it
room.
looked to me like the indicator was over him. And then once I like got him, you do a thing called Odin sight, and it's kind of like eagle vision, where you can just clearly see like enemy, and this guy was like a special role. So I believe that who I was attacking was someone called the Drunk, or a role called the Drunk, where you can actually lure and pay drunks to do shit as cause distractions.
Gotcha.
But once I started fighting those guards,
Someone
he
paid
went
him
from
to
being
create a
drunk.
distraction.
He went from being drunk to being NPC fleeing out from battle. So he had like this special blue color roll that I thought, I kill that.
That's funny.
Yeah. So that happened to me. Also, last night, I think this is also clipped. I hadn't met the actual, like, the druids yet, you know? The first time I went into a druid camp, they have, like, this green fire and haze all over the place. So I'm like, well, this is strange, but I'm an assassin. I'm going to clear this whole camp before they even notice me. Well, they notice me. And then suddenly I turn around, and there's a fucking werewolf attacking me.
A werewolf.
And all of the like druids' eyes glow, and they have horn antlers and shit. And they're like throwing fire. I'm like, what's going on? I realize Ivor has been
Drugged.
Yeah, by the
Oh.
green fire.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, oh, okay, because when you kill these things, like, oh, that was a wolf, or this was a man. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
The green fire like fucks with you. So now as you go around, you might see like green plumage. You're like, ooh.
Well, when you
Stay
were
away
like,
from
you're
that.
like druids and that kind of stuff, I'm like, man, maybe there's some werewolf shit
Yeah,
in
I
this. Whatever.
know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
But
They're
yeah,
bringing it
it's just smoke that gets you high,
Nice.
which happens a lot in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You get high a lot.
I mean, happens a lot in Vikings too.
It's fun too, you know. For anybody that hasn't played the game, it is, you know, it's like, you know, these games always have some type of like current time story happening, and then you have like you go back in time and you're reliving a certain person's memories. But in those memories, Ivor gets these visions about the civilization that came before.
Sure.
Right? So you're a person playing Ivor, and then Ivor is having these visions of something that happened before, and you're playing another character that came before.
All right.
And it's technically you're playing an ancient, but Ivor doesn't understand what an ancient is, so he sees Asgard, he sees Odin,
Yeah.
he sees Thor, you know. But like he's literally high in a hut, you know, like seeing this shit, and he comes down and he's like, I don't know what's happening, but Thor, and so they're like, everybody's like, oh, that sounds right, you know. But it eventually ties into like, no, what you're seeing is there was an ancient, that was quote unquote Odin, you know. Very interesting stuff. Really loved this game.
Gotcha.
But I'm currently still finishing out the new DLC. I might be done, I don't know about next week, maybe the week after. But after that, I got to figure out what game I'm playing next.
Sure.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Another
I don't
one?
know.
Hey, I'm gonna get as many people as I can to play that game.
I'm sure I'll have a list and maybe do
very
some
good.
type of poll, but I'm also leaning towards Mass Effect that just came out recently.
Yeah,
Sure.
the Legendary Edition just came out.
Whatever you do, you got to try to make sure it's done by October for Scream Stream.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
see.
yeah, that's true.
That's the other thing too. 'Cause
Remember
I'm
he
like,
made me stop God of War.
it was October. You gotta do Scream Stream.
Yeah.
Hey, and it was great. People loved watching your dude Justine.
Oh, man. I hated that one.
I'm looking forward to October.
So yeah, no, I mean, there's definitely some, and you know, the Resident Evil 8 just came out recently too, so there's some more things with that can be done. I haven't played 3 yet either, so I could try that one, but yeah. Anyway, I'm probably gonna do Pokemon Snap. I don't know how much more I have on that because
Yeah.
I didn't unlock anything new last time. I just kind of took some more pictures. I need to get some things leveled up. But I think I might try to do the DLC for Sword and Shield because I never finished that. I don't know about wanting to fill my Pokedex or not because
Yeah.
I did do that in Sword and Shield, which is like the first time I really finished my Pokedex. It was awesome.
Mhm.
So I'm like, maybe I should spend time trying to fill my Pokedex for Sword and Shield and get the DLC and have like all the Pokemon. So I don't know what I want to do yet with that, but
Yeah.
after that, I don't know what to play after Sword and Shield. So I'm gonna have to debate on that one. But anyway,
Anyone else have anything else for the week?
I know Rick and I had the one thing about fucking. I bought some like Nintendo controllers for the Switch, so
Yeah.
that I could play on the classic console thing they have on there and be able to play like old school Nintendo games with a Nintendo controller. They also have a SNES controller, but the SNES controllers, they've been out of stock forever.
Forever.
And I don't even know if they were ever coming back. But you could buy them on like Amazon for like, I think they're like $30 individually, but you could buy them for like $140 or $130 or something like that on like Amazon. I'm like, man, I don't want to do that. I don't know what I want to do. Well, today we were doing a reaction and stuff, and when came back, Rick was like, Aaron, the SNES controllers are back. I was like, what? So he bought 2, I bought 2. I can't wait for them to come back. And I
Well-
can play old like Super Nintendo games with a Super Nintendo controller on the Switch.
Aaron was in a reaction, and I saw it on Twitter that they were back in stock. I was like, holy shit. So I immediately ordered mine, and I was thinking back here, like, man, do I just run out there?
Aaron,
Because I don't know how long they're going to be in stock
what if
for.
they go away? I don't know. So I was happy for that. And the total for 2 controllers after tax and everything came out to $69.69.
Mm-hmm.
So meant to be.
Meant to be.
Nice.
So otherwise for the week, I don't know if I have too much else.
I mean, I've
been
got some stuff.
yeah.
My week got a lot worse today when I found out that Kentaro Miura passed away,
Yeah.
who's the creator of Berserk.
Yeah. It's that's tough. We have unfortunately, I guess we've recorded all of our reactions to Berserk before this news hit. So hell, maybe we even throw some like this conversation at the end of that just to acknowledge the man's work
Sure.
and his passing. But it's especially it's hitting me especially hard because we've finished Berserk. We're currently running a poll for what's going to be replacing Berserk. But as soon as we got done, I was like, Rick, I need the manga, you know? So I've read all of Volume 1, like, in 2 or 3 hours.
Oh, the collected volume.
The collected volume. So it's, like, thick.
Yeah.
This thick, you know? I read all of that, and then I was, like, gushing to Rick about certain things, and I'm like, they didn't put this character in, Rick, you know? And the art is just gorgeous and, like, just, I don't know. I love the anime that we watched, but I don't know, seeing the lines on the paper, every scene, you know, you can tell this guy put too much detail into some stuff. Like, you know, I know he had a reputation for sometimes it takes a while to get stuff done, you know, but just reading the first volume or the omnibus, I'm like, well, yeah, when you want it to look this good, it's going to take a while.
And he was involved in the 97 anime. It's the only animation that he's been involved in.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, there's nothing can hold a candle to the manga.
Yeah.
And
The manga is fantastic, and like, with what I've seen so far, like, because you said it a couple of times, but I don't know if I had believed you because that show could get incredibly dark. But wow, the show really held back in this moment,
yeah,
compared to the manga. So I'm very, very excited to keep reading, but it is going to be a sad day when we catch up to because he did not finish the story.
Yeah, the story's not finished, right?
Yeah.
no.
How long you said he's been working on it? Since like
So
the
it first
80s?
got serialized in '89
89.
is when it first went into publication. He's been working on it ever since. And he was young. when
How old was he?
started it. He died at
19.
54.
He died at 54.
Yeah, so he died quite young of a acute aortic dissection, I think it's called.
Okay.
Not really sure what that is, but yeah, I heard the news this morning, and like I've been busy all day, so I'm not looking forward to my first like quiet moment.
Yeah, I get you.
Because right now it's just I can't believe it.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about. Like Berserk, it's been so influential. Obviously, like anything that's been dark fantasy, especially that's come out of Japan since '89, has been influenced by Berserk in some way or another. Most obviously, any character you see with a giant sword, you know, that is coming from Berserk. But a lot of the themes and the character and the tone and stuff.
Yeah.
From everything from like, you know, Castlevania to Dark Souls to Demon Slayer.
I've been especially surprised about just how many creatives have come out talking about what Berserk did to them. Like even I saw this one post: servers in the Final Fantasy Online have all like they've come out with their giant swords to honor him. You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So-
It's always one of those things where, like, selfishly, at least for me, I'm gonna be like, well, I need to know what he thought, how he was going to end this, you know.
Sure.
But also, like, just some incredible work that inspired so many other people. I had said this when we were watching the first time, like, because Rick, you had said that you watched the anime, and then you immediately watched it again, and like in a day or two, right?
I watched it 4 times in 3 days.
Gotcha.
4 times in 3 days.
See, like watching it once a week, for 27 weeks that we did, I always felt like I like this. This is intriguing, but I want like what happens next. And sometimes when you do that, you don't appreciate foreshadowing as much, or you know exactly what's being said about a character, because a mystery to this character.
Sure.
Once you know more about the character, there's a lot more meat on the bones. You know.
Sure.
So
Then when you
for
go
me,
back, you notice
yeah.
like, oh, this is what they were hinting at that I
Yeah.
didn't catch before. And
So
here's-
it's especially interesting for me because I'm not going through the anime again, but I'm going through the manga. But I'm coming with all this baggage of like this character, I feel this way, you know, and the manga it's like it mocks me because it's there and it's more.
Yeah.
You know, you should have felt more. So now I feel even crazier the second time going through it.
Hmm.
So it's a really interesting experience. But
Rick, having followed it for a while now, like, what do you like? Do you hope that anyone tries to finish the story of Berserk, or do you hope they just kind of leave it alone now? Or
No, I mean, the thing about Berserk is like it was all him.
sure,
So he wrote it, he drew it. Like I can't imagine. Like I would maybe want his notes or sketches like translated and to see those, but I
Yeah.
don't think I would want anyone else to take up the mantle. Like, it's kind of fitting in some ways that the story of Berserk never ends,
yeah,
and like there's just this continuous struggle.
sure.
But I am curious to know what he had in his ideas, but I just can't imagine anyone
sure.
else doing
Or like,
it.
how close was he to what he
Yeah.
was anticipating to be the end, or did he have an end in mind, or?
Yeah, like
Because sometimes they have ends in minds, and it's like, well, that's where we're gonna go, but let's tell some more stories in between. Or
I think I read an article. I think it was written like 2 years ago, and he said like he thought he was going to finish it in 6 years.
Gotcha.
and that was how long ago?
I think it was 2 years ago,
2 years ago.
but I'm not entirely sure.
It's unfortunate that not every genius comes with like for example, J.R.R. Tolkien had Christopher Tolkien
Yeah,
to like not only finish what he started, but do it with like, you know, this is literally his father's legacy. So
Sure.
he treated it very, very, very seriously,
Yeah.
you know, and it's like Tolkien speaking to us from the grave, you know?
yeah.
Like
Well-
it would be a dream if someone could do that for this man's work.
This is kind of like what I've heard people worried about it for, like Song of Ice and Fire, right? Is like I forget how old George R.R. Martin is, and they're like, you know, it's been a while between the books and stuff like that
Mhm.
too. Is like, well, how many more books is he gonna do? Is he gonna get it done before like how long is it gonna take
Yeah.
him and stuff? And I know some people they've talked about it for that show, but you know, especially at like 54, you said like 54 relatively
54,
now is
yeah.
young, you
and
know,
and
like,
sudden, from what I understand.
like it wasn't like it was creeping up or anything.
No.
I saw someone say like
And
they
he
think John Ritter passed from the same thing, and I know that one was a very unexpected one too, right?
he
'Cause-
did pass away on May 6th. It's just being public
Yeah.
now,
Mm-hmm.
so it's been a little while, but we're just finding out about it these last couple days.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, and it's crazy because like I don't know about manga, but I don't figure this too often where it's like the same person, like comic wise, is doing the story and the art and the writing. You know, like they're doing
it's
all of it.
It's pretty.
of
That's
times-
generally how they do it in Japan. In America, it's usually the writer.
A lot of times you have two
and then you
people,
have an
right?
artist, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know, Turtles.
Then you'll have an inker, you know,
Yeah.
and a colorist.
Like they have here's the person who's doing the artwork of it. Here's the
Yeah.
person who's doing like the dialogue and the story and stuff, and they kind of work
depending
together.
on how
so.
successful and big you are, like, you know, Dragon Ball Super, Akira Toriyama's not drawing anymore, you know?
Sure.
But he'll do like character design and stuff, but he's not doing every panel.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been debating if I wanted to read through the manga just because like the way it ended. I just at the very least I feel like from the anime I just want to kind of see like what happened there and
Yeah.
maybe kind of like is there some kind of wrapping of like an arc that I can have where I have like more conclusion than what I felt like I got from Berserk because
Yeah.
that anime didn't go as far as I was
I get
hoping
what you
for,
mean.
know?
And I think Rick said something like this. And, you know, we don't want to spoil anything about our actual reaction or
Sure.
anything like that. But having read the manga or like to the point where I'm at right now, it's almost as if like the anime stopped at the worst and best spot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I mean, like Berserk for me is special because it, like, I found it at sort of a dark time in my life.
yeah.
And I was struggling with anxiety and depression, which is still going on.
Mhm.
But it was able to like inspire me.
Yeah.
Like it's a weird thing to say because, you know, it's not real.
Sure.
But like I could see this guy struggling through these terrible things, far worse than anything I was going through. I was like, well, if he can keep going, I can keep going.
I mean, that is the power of story. We've been doing that for 100,000 years around campfires, you know? Or not 100,000 years. A long time.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's mythology. It's, it's what the gods do. It's what, it's story is so important. I mean, think about like anything in your life kind of comes like advertising, like it's servicing a story. You're telling a story to sell a product, or to inspire people, or both, or whatever. But I mean, it's my favorite thing about what we do at Blind Wave is it's getting to experience lots of stories from all around the world,
Sure. Yeah.
In English voices.
Yes.
So yeah, that's tough, but he got a lot of. I saw nothing but love for the guy.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because as dark and crazy as the story that I know of, like there's still like a lot of love for the stories and everything he did, even though like that stuff is so dark and whatnot. Yeah. I'm glad he got a lot of love for all the stories he told, because some of those things they could do some crazy stuff. They go into some crazy themes. They got worse than whatever I saw in the anime and the manga and stuff. So like, I could see in some other like versions of that where people would be like, "What the hell is this?" And like upset by it. But instead, I like that he was embraced by it too, and being like, "This is the story I want to tell, and how terrible things can be, but this guy can keep persevering."
Yeah, because
somehow getting out of crazy things.
It's definitely a niche. Like it's so dark that it's not gonna sell like a One Piece or a Naruto.
Yeah, My Hero or something like that, where it's a little lighter, and it's easy to see the overcoming there and not focus on some of the dark craziness that happens.
Yeah, and like there are story decisions outside the anime that I won't spoil for you guys. But like, he's not afraid to play with like your emotions for a character.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, like it's I think I've seen that's been talked about the least was just such an incredible artist.
Yeah.
Like sometimes when I'm looking at comics or even manga, you can tell like this guy's not on model. Like this one was more style, but he has both style and all the characters are consistent.
Yeah.
Even giant tentacle monsters, they're consistent from page to page, and that's always been something that not necessarily bothered me because it can be subjective, but like every time I turn a page, I was always shocked by how well the model kept.
Well, the detail is crazy, and like his character design, especially with the demons and things, like I haven't felt that way since I've seen like H.R. Giger's work.
Yeah.
It's just he had such a, I don't want to say twisted mind, but he could imagine these twisted creatures.
And then a new avenue that was opened up to me by reading the manga is he also just, the character of Puck is adorable.
Yeah.
And he gets to draw adorable. And it's like, man, I don't remember this adorableness being in the show.
That's crazy. It's weird you say Puck and I think of
It's exactly what I thought.
The other show.
Yep. Praise be Puck. Yeah. It's hard to move on from that just because it was so recent. And it's really interesting too, like at least for me, because I just started reading the manga and I Rick has talked about how we got to watch this Berserk. Like before we ever watch Berserk, we're watching this one, not this one. And I've always thought, like, I wonder why he doesn't like the one. Like, I don't really understand. Well, I don't know, yesterday or 2 days ago, I was just curious because I had gotten into Berserk mindset. I was just curious. I'm going to look up 2016 Berserk scene. Like, and I kind of looked through some thumbnails, like a still shot, and tried to recognize something so I'm not, like, spoiling myself on something, or, like, let's say, I started watching it, and I immediately knew what Rick meant. Like, Berserk for me, I mean, other than, let's say, Watchmen or, like, Berserk, just reading this first volume has been, like, man, the illustration and the composition and what he chooses to show and not show is very good.
Yeah, and
You know?
and it's so ranged too, because it's got some of the best action I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But almost all my favorite panels are quiet moments too.
Yeah, but the illustration, 2D illustration, is like its biggest strength. And I watched 30 seconds of that show, and I was like, I understand why this is not Berserk, because it's 3D modeled,
It only gets worse.
bad animation, no composition. In the 30 seconds I watched, I'm like, that's ridiculous. So I immediately understood what he meant. But so I finished the show very recently. I've read the first volume super recently. I watched that 30 seconds recently. There was this hoax that came out. I don't know if you saw this on Twitter about Netflix creating a short film, Berserk.
No.
That like blew up, and Berserk was trending.
Really?
Because of it. But
When was
then
that?
but then it was like, no, this is fake. Someone just made this up.
Huh.
And the author dies like all in like 5 days for me.
Yeah.
You know? Like
Sure.
it was a very strange like time for Berserk.
That's crazy.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys saw, there was some type of like a poster that somebody made. And the guy admittedly, I think in the poster or in the post that he did, it was like, this is fake. I'm just playing. But then you know what the internet does is they crop and they
remember
move.
the April Fool's Legend of Zelda like trailer that someone made, and then
Yeah.
people were like, "Oh my God, no, this is really coming."
Yeah.
Like I remember people telling me about like it was April Fool's joke.
Sure, yeah.
But it was it was so good though for an April Fool's joke that people
Yeah.
were believing that it was real.
But it's just, it's insane that it all happened then. And as you said, like we only just now learned about his passing. So if he when did you say he passed away? On the 6th?
The 6th.
So I mean that poster and hoax and us finishing, he had already passed
Yeah.
by that point. You know? That's crazy. Universe works in weird ways sometimes.
Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah.
But I do have good news.
Mm.
I've been dying to talk to Aaron about this today. I don't know if you've seen it yet,
I don't know, maybe.
but they are reforming Free Radical
Be radical.
and making a new Timesplitters.
No way, really?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Now
You just sound
today-
like Bill or Ted. No way.
Dude, really? Dude, Timesplitters
Yeah,
was
so they're bringing back the founders of the studio,
Okay.
and shoot, what's the name of the studio? It kind of worries me because they have a spotty record of like sometimes they do great stuff, but sometimes it's not so good.
sure. I mean, Timesplitters I loved. They had that Time Shift. Is that what it was called? What was that one game? You know what I'm talking about?
Was that them too?
I'm pretty sure that was them. The monkey
Yeah.
was in it.
You're right. You're right.
Which
But no,
was not loved.
sure. But I'm talking about Deep Silver is the one that is bringing the studio back.
Okay.
And,
Haze. That's what I'm thinking of. Free Radical. When they were doing stuff, Haze was a game that was released published by Ubisoft, but it had like a time element, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not loved.
It was not. It was not very good. But I'm very excited for Timesplitters 4.
Dude, I can't
'cause
wait for more.
Aaron and I absolutely love Timesplitters. Like, it was one of the few like co-op games we could play together.
Sure.
And all the co-op campaigns were really fun, and the multiplayer was great.
We had a lot of fun with that. Like, I remember one of the common things. I don't know why it was, but they had like in the co-op, like if you did single player, you were just whoever the main character was. But if you did co-op, there was a second player they always made. But it was always a girl. And I was like, why am I always a girl? It's just how it always played out. But like it was fun playing through. The levels were interesting. The level designs were cool. Some boss fights were fun.
And it was funny.
But the multiplayer just was a lot of fun. There wasn't a ton of games at the time that let you do, because like there was, GoldenEye did multiplayer first person shooter split screen, and that was
Perfect
fun. But it was just me and Rick playing the game, so they allowed you to be able to put up like the 10 AI bots into it, and that was fun too because we could also like just us versus the bots. We could do me with a bot team and him with a bot team.
That was fun.
But they had like they had the traditional capture the flags, and they had like just team death matches and stuff. But one of the fun ones was they had virus. Like they had flame tag and virus. I remember those two things.
Mm-hmm.
Flame tag was someone was on fire, and you had to just you had to be the person who was not on fire.
The longest.
Yeah, like everyone else would, like if you're on fire, it's counting up, and you don't want to be on fire. Virus was the same idea where someone's on fire, but when they touch someone, instead of splitting the fire and it goes from me to you, I'm on fire and you're on fire, and the last one not on fire is the winner. So like you would pick a level and there's just people running around all over the place and shooting each other. It's like zombies kind of
Okay.
in a way, but that was a lot of fun too. And I just remember like I just remember so much. We spent so much time on those. Not one, but we started with 2, and
Two
then
and 3.
it wasn't called 3. It was called
Future Perfect.
Yeah, Future Perfect.
I think it
that
was
sounds
3 Future Perfect. I
Maybe.
think. But
yeah, we spent so much time on both those games.
yeah, and the third one too had a bunch of different mini games as well.
Mhm.
And I bet I put 100 hours into the curling monkey mini game in Timesplitters 3.
This is ridiculous.
It is ridiculous, but
That's
I wanted to just be perfect.
It also had such a wide.
And I was.
It had a wide amount of characters you could play as.
Yeah.
Like in the multiplayer, like you
Well,
could play
it's-
as
it's
any
like
character in the
a
game.
Quantum Leap sort of scenario, right? Where like you're going back in time, but you're taking over someone else's body.
Yeah,
So like you were a 70s like James Bond spy, more Austin Powers.
maybe yeah, kind of like a
Uh,
mixture of that.
Yeah, or like you'd go into the future and you'd be this soldier woman from the future.
Yeah,
Like
but all those characters you could play in the multiplayer.
Yeah.
And you could be a monkey.
Yeah.
I vividly remember, because whenever the game ends, Rick remembers this too.
I do.
Whenever the
I know
game
exactly
ends,
what you're gonna say.
and it's shutting down, instead of it just stopping, everything slows down till it stops.
Yeah.
So there's this one moment when we were playing one of our games and the game had ended. And in the game you could also have you can have single and you can have double weapons, right? So you can have 2 pistols and dual wield. One of the great things that you could also have is you could have a double barrel shotgun, but you could dual wield double barrel shotguns.
Mhm.
And it was so good. It was one of the best guns. I loved using it all the time. So we had it on all the time. Well, in this game mode we were playing, there was also monkeys. So the very last shot that we had as it's slowing down was a monkey that came in front of one of our screens, and he just came across and just looks, points 2 double barrel shotguns, and just freezes. And that's just where it froze. And it was, I don't know why, but it's ingrained in my head where I will always remember this monkey looking,
Yep.
just pointing 2 shotguns at us.
It's one of the most vivid memories of my life.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I don't know why.
It just is. It is. I'll always remember
it
that.
was so cinematic.
I
It was,
guess.
but also he was mocking us.
It was. This damn monkey!
From then on out, I feel like we only fought against monkeys for a good long time
Yeah, we're like, all monkeys!
to just get revenge.
Oh, man. No, I'm excited for that. That'd be great. Hopefully we can do some, I mean, if they add more to it and allow it to be as open as it is, with, 14, 15 players, whatever, maybe we can do some versus with us, maybe with, community and stuff,
I'd like
too.
to see the
or-
old ones remastered too.
I would too.
That'd be cool.
It'd be
I had
good.
fun
I never
playing the
played.
demo.
Because recently we talked about, because
One level over
Timesplitters 2, I think it was found in some other game I was talking
Oh,
to you
yeah,
about.
yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
I was brought that up before, and it was weird, but it'd be really cool.
Bless you.
Dude, I heard recently too that shoot, I think it was Fall Guys has where you can make your own
Of course.
room now or something.
Oh, really?
Bobby?
Ah.
Yeah, someone told me that. I don't know if it's true. I haven't played it to check or anything.
I'll look it up
but-
because if that's the case, I want to do that and have 100 wave riders.
Yeah, it'd be
That would be
cool
fun.
if we could do
'Cause
that.
I would
make a
actually
room.
care about who won.
Yeah, because it's just it'd be like, you guys ever seen those marble games that people play on stream
Oh, yeah.
sometimes, where everyone is a marble and it's just a
Marble
race?
race.
It would be kind of cool to be able to do that, and we're just watching. What if we didn't even play? We just watched and we commentated on everyone else playing Fall Guys, Rick. It could be like your extreme elimination game.
MXC.
Extreme-
Yeah.
Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, all we're doing is just commentating over them doing their stuff. That would be fun too.
96 stream snipers. Yeah, but they're going to be sniping someone else.
I mean, we're obviously all on the same thing.
are we on the same team? It's one team versus 40 teams.
See, it's just there's if we're all racing, there's so many people. It's hard to pick out one person in a mob.
Either that or they just all agree in a Discord channel beforehand. They all wear the same costume, so they know if anyone's not wearing this costume, fuck them.
We're all just a whole bunch of
Yeah.
That'd be funny. That'd be funny. But yeah, no, I don't know. It sounded cool. I was like, if that's the case and we can do that, that might be a group stream we do in the future, and we can play because it's also got, I think, cross play, right? I think you can.
yeah.
I think you play with people on consoles and people on computer and all that stuff.
so.
I don't remember.
I think
Maybe
they-
I'm confused with Hood and stuff that
Am I-
also
am-
does that.
Am I confused? They implemented it and then they had so much trouble with the servers that they de-implemented it or something?
No, I
or
thought
is
they
it
had it in
still-
there,
is
but
it
they
still in there?
changed the way the names were because of the way the console names
It
affected
might
it.
be,
So,
yeah.
so it would be cool to do that. I think.
It seems like it is true.
Yes. So maybe that's the thing that we can do here. Maybe
You can host a custom show or join a custom
Maybe
show.
if
Yeah.
Hood doesn't work tomorrow, maybe we play that.
Fuck it. No, Hood should work. Hood should be good. But no, I feel like we could do that where we're playing against Wave Riders. We could also do that where maybe we can just commentate. I don't know. It'd be cool if you could like move a camera and be able to watch people
Like a
as they're
spectator
going
mode?
across like a certain thing.
That would be cool.
Like that would be kind of neat to do.
It'll just be like, rather than as soon as we're all out, all right, everyone get out of here. You know, we don't finish the game. We actually finish.
Yeah, we could actually
watch.
like
Yeah,
watch
we're watching,
it and,
and we're
commentate
gonna
on it.
see who wins, and like a wave rider will win each time.
Yeah.
You know,
That'd be fun.
which wave rider wins this time?
You get like a free sub or something like that.
Does that mean that you can control how many people are in? Like, could you do a game with? Do you have to have a certain amount of people, or can you do like? There's only 10 people in this round.
I don't know.
Be a
Since
short
I
game.
haven't done it, I'm not sure how it
Yeah.
works. So, but
Gotcha.
it could be cool to do. Damn it! Now I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Free Radical.
Also-
way. He should have went way.
Way.
Also, you might be excited about they released a official trailer for Friends: The Reunion.
Oh, I actually am excited by that.
Now this
Yeah.
is a meeting, right? Not like a show.
Yeah, it
It's
looks
not
like they're
a
just-
episode of Friends.
Because what I've been hearing is that like rather than it being like a reunion episode where like it's them in character, it's the actors coming together and talking about the show and
Yeah,
stuff.
so it's talking about it. I think they have recreated all the sets. Like, it's going to be kind of like a look back and just seeing those 6 actors together, and there'll be guest stars and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a special, but not a story. Yeah, I'm super excited by it. Jancy's going to be super excited by it. We watch Friends all the time. It's like the #1 show that's like, all right, we're busy and doing stuff, and it's in the living room on, you know?
Gotcha.
And Obi's barking at Ross playing music.
Mine has been
Or the monkey. Like, when he hears the monkey, you can hear Obi come in from the other room like,
you don't like the monkey?
no, he loves him.
Oh, okay.
That's how he doesn't bark unless he's, like, excited.
Oh,
And it's only at the TV. He's never barked, like, any other time ever. So
he doesn't bark at other
he
stuff.
just never barks.
He used to bark at my streams.
He barks at me.
He barks at, like, he gets excited. He likes you. But, like, he also barks whenever I call for my horse in Valhalla. He whistle. He hears the whistle because he knows the horse is coming. He loves horses. Like, we were driving over to the mall, and when we came back, we stopped there in, what's the place between Williamstown and Vienna? Boaz. We stopped there because there's horses there, and he was, like, shaking, looking out the window like, oh, horses!
Big doggos.
Yeah.
Giant dogs. That's
Yeah.
funny.
That is funny. Like, I wonder why he has such a strong attachment to horses in particular.
Well, Jancy, like, is me playing, I don't know, he can, like, animals can just recognize other, like, you know, 4-legged creatures, too.
Oh yeah, but
Like, Jancy was
specifically
watching,
horses.
That's why he relates to Calvin so much.
Yellowstone.
I
think
am
it's the
on
name
my
of the
hands
show.
and knees a lot.
Aaron, I want you to do your like
So,
horror
there's
run
been a lot of horses
around
there,
Obi.
too.
I want to see what he thinks of that.
Like the one you did
Yeah.
across the hallway.
Oh, he would love it.
Run around. Yeah, I
I
don't
was
know.
like, would
That'd
he
be
have
cool.
the same reaction to a Great Dane closer?
He would if it's on the TV.
Would he have
Whenever
the same
he
reaction
sees,
to
like,
me wearing
another
one of
dog
those
or something.
horse heads?
Huh?
Would he
Put
have
on
the
a
same
horse
reaction
head?
to me wearing one of those horse heads and walking
Dude,
around?
If it's
What if
on the
you-
television, he'll bark at it. If it's in person, he'll get excited and, like, jump on you.
I can't imagine what it would be like if he just like saw like the horse head on Calvin, but he's just walking around, but he's also furry. Like he's got to be,
Yeah, I don't know.
he's got to have horse fur.
I don't
Maybe
know.
not horse fur, but you know, I mean, he's got to be.
The
like
only time he's ever gotten actually scared is just, like, thunder. He also he's not scared, but whenever you give him, like, a new piece of food or, like, treat, and he doesn't know what to do with it, he just puts it in his mouth. He doesn't want you to take it, but he whines. What do I do with this? But don't take it. But what do I do? He does that.
It's
too.
funny. Yeah, I watch all the Friends, but my go-to lately, and I think it was the last week when I also learned about this, but I've been watching Psych, like whenever
Yeah.
like in the kitchen and doing stuff, whatever, and just sitting, whatever.
Aaron and I are
Psych.
almost in the same place because I've been rewatching it too.
Yeah, it's been
Gotcha.
funny, but it was last week I think, maybe after podcast or group stream or something like that. I was going downstairs and I opened my Twitter and the Psych 3 movie has been announced. And I was like, oh shit, yes! I haven't even seen the first 2 yet. That's why I kind of started rewatching through Psych, was to get caught up to be able to watch the movie.
Me
so
too.
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta do this.
Aaron, did you watch the Fresh Prince reunion?
I did not.
Gotcha. I think it's the same thing, like same style of like sitting around on the set talking. You know.
Yeah. Did you
About
watch
stuff.
the Boy Meets World reunion?
I did not see that.
Yeah, they called it Girl Meets World. Had 2 seasons.
Is that what it is? I did enjoy the West Wing thing, where they just kind of like remade an episode, but with
See,
the
there
actors
you go.
now.
That's a reunion.
Different. But
That's a reunion
I
right there.
actually quite liked that.
See, I'd love it if like for a reunion, like in my mind, I'm picturing like let's have, Chandler and Ross and Monica and all
where
them,
they at
but
today?
older, and
Yeah.
what are they doing currently? And it's just kind of
Sure.
like let's catch up on them. But, ooh, Hocus Pocus is coming. That's next year. I knew Hocus Pocus was supposed to be on Disney Plus, but I wasn't sure when it was going to be released.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Hocus Pocus 2 to see what they do with it. 'Cause I love Hocus Pocus 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my go-to like Halloween movie. Watch it every year.
Wow, it's my go-to family Halloween movie.
I guess so.
Like,
What's your go-to not family Halloween movie then?
I watch Halloween every Halloween.
Oh, hey, that's like I guess not
I
family.
guess that's
I don't
okay.
know.
And yeah, like I usually watch John Carpenter's The Thing every Halloween.
Yeah, I mean it's a good movie. I love that movie. It's not Halloween specific, but
No, it's not.
I started to watch because Alien is on HBO Max. I started to watch Alien Resurrection because I never saw it, and then I was like, you know what? I think I saw Alien 3 at some point, but I don't remember it, so I'm gonna watch Alien 3 instead. So I started watching Alien
What
3.
version of Alien 3 do they have? Do they have the director's cut?
I don't know which one it is. I don't know the differences or anything.
There's a lot of differences.
I know Alien and Aliens. I've seen those ones several times.
Yeah.
But I don't remember Alien 3 that well, and I don't think I've ever seen Resurrection.
I
So.
like Alien 3. I feel like I'd really like it if it wasn't an Alien movie, if that makes sense.
Really?
Like if it just wasn't in the continuity and it was its own standalone thing, I think I would like it a lot.
Okay.
But I hate how it
You just don't
comes
like
off the end of the second one.
it. Oh,
You know?
I see. Okay. I mean, the second one came off the end of the first one.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
I mean, it was many years later.
like
too,
the
right?
beginning of the third movie is you've seen the third one, right?
I mean, I started it, as I was saying.
Yeah,
I haven't finished it.
yeah.
I didn't watch the rest of it. Me and Melanie, like, I forget what we were doing. She was sitting there. She didn't want to watch it.
To be fair, she doesn't want to watch most horror.
Well, she was on the
movies, right?
computer. I'm like, I'm going to watch this. So I was just sitting there chilling, watching that. And then she came over and laid down, too, in bed. And so we changed it so that she didn't have to watch Alien 3. But
Mm.
no, I mean, Alien 2 picks up right after Alien 1 as well,
It does.
at least from a perspective.
From a certain point of view.
Yeah. And that's what they do in 3 as well, I feel like.
Yeah, they do.
It's the
It-
same thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels removed, and like it makes Alien 2 feel like it was all for nothing almost. It's very similar to Terminator 3.
No, I get what you mean.
Yeah,
I get what you mean. Charles Dance is in it.
he is.
He's young, too. I was like waiting to see if Melanie recognized him. And then she goes, wait a minute. Isn't that Tywin? And I was like, it is. He's just a lot younger.
Isn't that the guy from Last Action Hero?
Yeah, right?
Oh,
That's a good one there.
it's something.
Another thing that actually I've been doing that I've been doing a lot of Star Wars watching the last couple months, but now that my notes and my research and all that stuff is kind of at a place where I'm feeling comfortable just in terms of like, I just need to learn this. It's not something that I'm doing all the time. It's something that I have scheduled out and doing, like a little bit every day, but it's not so overexposed, I have been going back and just rewatching the MCU because I haven't done that since, I don't know, Infinity War came out, maybe.
Yeah, we watched Captain America 2 the same day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did. I was shocked by that. But yeah, I've been watching all the MCU movies, so every once in a while, I think you guys got the text the other day, and I'll save this image and share it to Aaron if you want to show it. But I was watching Iron Man 3, and it was the scene where all the people are falling out of the or right before they're falling out of the plane that Iron Man has to then pick up, and it turns out he's not even in the suit. They go to a shot of these people at the Air Force, and I pause because I'm like, holy shit, did my eyes deceiving me, or is that motherfucking Johnny Cage? This man is in this movie for a second and a half, but for that second and a half I went and then it passed, and I had to Disney Plus is kind of terrible about going back and finding the right thing,
Yeah.
but motherfucker, that's Johnny Cage. If you can see it.
You should have it, Aaron.
Yeah, you should have it now.
Am I open? Okay.
I don't know. Did I mention this last week?
You did.
You did.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Well, I wanted to at least show the picture, but I just keep thinking about it.
Yep.
That looks like Johnny Cage.
Definitely him.
Just older.
Not only does he look like Johnny Cage, he looks a little bit like Jorah Mormont
The man
Little
should
bit.
have went on to be a
from
star.
Game of Thrones.
He was a star, Rick.
He should have continued his rise.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, I've been blowing through a lot of those movies. I'm on like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 now.
Yeah, I saw the other day you were watching Doctor Strange.
I watched like one movie over the course of like 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
Eric, you're gonna start forgetting Star Wars knowledge watching all
No.
these Marvel movies.
I thought I would, but I recently watched one of the newest matches. I think it was on Schmodown's Patreon. I don't know. It might be out now, but I was like, you know what? I had been not slacking because I'm still doing it every day, going through notes and stuff, but I wasn't doing it as much. So I'm like, I wonder if I'll, I've been doing pretty well just watching along with matches too. I watched this one, and yeah, I think I'm still doing pretty good.
Good.
Because except for, there was one question where I'm like, that shouldn't be a question. That's ridiculous.
That shouldn't be
Or
a question.
and there was another one where I was like, that shouldn't be a 5-pointer. That's ridiculous. That's a 1-pointer. But then here's me in my Thomas Harper match missing my 3-point, which I think I should consider a 1-pointer, and I didn't get it. So there's always going to be holes. But yeah, I've been doing that.
Digging up them holes.
Digging up those holes. But I'm trying to shrink those holes. The only thing is that once you've discovered a new avenue to go down, there are 50,000 more holes.
It's like finding a root system by a stump. It's like, oh, I found
Yeah.
a stump. Now I have to find all of these roots
Yeah.
and how deep it goes.
Mm-hmm. See, the thing is that the Star Wars division in Schmodown is getting so competitive, the question writers have to up their game. It's like, well, I mean, the Damon DiMolanta first match, they didn't miss a question until 50 or 100 questions in, right? Their second match, Damon missed his first question. Like, they upped the difficulty of these questions.
Sure.
And the thing that happens when you do that, and I give the question writers of Schmodown all the props because it is a huge job. They have to have, like 100 questions written per match,
Sure, yeah.
And you have to keep track of what you've used because you're not allowed to use the same question twice in like 2 or 3 seasons,
Well, and you got to be careful too in a match. Like the thing that would sometimes happen on exams, where like you give the answer away to a future question in a question.
Yeah.
Like you don't want that to happen.
Yeah,
either.
you got to be careful with that stuff. But anyway, like I think we've gotten to the point now where some of the question writers are like, okay, I need to trip up the people that know everything. So there's been a couple questions in some of these matches where I'm like, that technically should not be a question, but they're going so deep. They're going into Legends material, I'm like, yeah, I think you're pushing it a little bit, or you're writing a question that is so specific, but you don't really know what you're talking about, and you're accepting answers that aren't specific enough. Like that's happened as well. Like they'll ask for a model number or model designation of a ship, and I watched this happen. Like someone said, oh, it's ETA 2 Starfighter, where the actual model is ETA 2 Actus class Starfighter. They missed half of the whole thing, but they accepted it because they don't really know what they're talking about.
Sure.
So it's no easy solution to this because it's such a crazy thing. What you gotta do is you gotta have some of the people that are studying for the Schmodown retire and become question writers.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, right?
Yeah. Like you, Eric.
I might. That'd be fun.
You retire from being a
Yeah. 0-2.
contestant to
If you can't compete, write questions.
Those who can't teach.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, apparently Johnny Cage was in a lot of stuff. I was like looking at his IMDb. Like,
Yeah.
He's been in a lot of things.
Yeah.
He was in like some soap operas and stuff.
Mhm.
But I saw in chat 2 people were talking about it. Apparently, like one of his bigger things more recently was that he was in Teen Wolf for a good bit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Mm,
I was like, okay.
cool.
Teen Wolf has some very dedicated fans.
Yeah.
I don't feel like we get requests for Teen Wolf often, but the same people request Teen Wolf all the time. If that makes sense.
I get you.
Do we have anything else before I go into questions?
No, I don't think so. I saw some people in chat talking about Dave Filoni from Star Wars getting a
Promotion.
like a promotion. I think it's executive creative director, which there's already executive creative directors. He's pretty much just being risen to something that he's been doing for the last couple of years. But I
Right.
mean, he's up there now with John Knoll and Doug Chang, who are guys that have been on the Lucasfilm creative teams forever. You know, at the very least since episode 1.
So
they've been
now
there,
he
so.
just has peerage with them.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, like there's not necessarily he's not, you know, a change in title might mean a change in salary or something, and maybe it's officially like a promotion, but it's not
Effectively,
like
he's
it's not
still
like him
doing the
taking,
same
you know.
job.
I know I'm gonna go on Twitter later, and it's gonna be Dave Filoni takes over from Kathleen Kennedy. We won, you know, that kind of thing. So I'm just like, I'm really happy for him, but I'm also like, you know.
I get you. Yeah, I don't have anything else. I don't think, Rick.
All right, JXG plays in the spirit of Brooklyn Nine-Nine. How do you think Blind Wave Halloween heist would go?
Blind Wave.
So if we had a Halloween heist ourselves, how do we think that would?
Okay.
Like
pan
we're
out?
working together, or we are
Describe Halloween
separately
heist.
competing against each other.
Like if it's competing, I imagine it's gonna end up being me competing against someone.
yeah.
Well, I mean,
I don't know how it happens.
Be competing between ourselves, probably, right?
Unless it's like, hey, we made a bet and we're gonna heist something from the normies, and we're working together against them.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like, because a lot of this stuff, like they have like these heist things where it's like, all right, you know what? I bet you I can get this. It's like, oh yeah, you're not gonna get that. All right, bet. You have 24 hours to get that. You know.
So it's like someone's possession from their desk drawer that they keep locked, kind of thing.
sure.
Well,
Okay.
so Calvin's the wheelman, probably. I can pick locks.
You can pick locks. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
See, I know what would happen if I'm left to just myself. I'm gonna have a great idea. I'm gonna be really happy about the idea. I'm gonna mess up the details. 'Cause that's what I do.
that's what
Like
you do.
I think I can be an idea man, but I need like a support crew. I need a Robin to help
You need
me
people
out.
to check it.
Keep me in check.
Eric,
and be
this
like,
math
this is
doesn't work."
impossible. Yeah.
1 + 1 ain't 4.
I'll have to do what they did in, you know, the next seasons and plan all year to make sure that I did it right. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Otherwise, I don't know how else it would play out. I mean, it would depend on the situation. Then we'd have to plan on how we're stealing it. You know, whatever it
Yeah.
is.
Use Obi as some type of distraction. Do that.
He's the face.
Yeah. He's chasing Calvin in a horse head.
Squeegee Ouija, question for Eric. Seeing as you like Lin-Manuel Miranda's work,
Mhm.
have you listened or plan to listen to In the Heights or watching the movie coming out next month?
No. I've only ever of his have seen Hamilton, and then I've seen a lot of his like appearances on different shows where you get kind of flabbergasted that he can freestyle rap so well. But no, I've never checked out any of the other stuff that he's done, except for Jabba Flow in Star Wars Episode 7. He does sing, that's Lin-Manuel Miranda. Hamilton is singing the Cantina song in Episode 7. He wrote it. He actually went onto a fan site for Huttese, and like the lyrics are like, "No lover, lover, it wasn't me." So he talks like, I pretty much wrote a Shaggy song for Star Wars.
That's funny. No, I've never seen any of his other stuff.
Mhm.
I haven't seen any of his other stuff, but I got excited when I heard that another movie was coming.
Yeah,
out.
I'll definitely check it out. I mean, the reason we did Hamilton, I mean, for as a reaction, was just because I got too obsessed with it, and I was like, I gotta
You
do
did.
something on the.
You
I gotta do something. I was listening to it every night.
At night, you listen to it during the day
Yep.
when, like, between recordings.
Yeah.
Listen to it on your way home, on the way to work.
I mean, I
Like,
do
you were
that.
talking
Sometimes I'm
about it.
actually afraid to start new things because I know I get obsessive with them. Like before we ever did Avatar: The Last Airbender, our friend Antoine was talking about it and being like, you know, you guys would love it. You should do this on the channel. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm scared.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm scared.
'Cause I know I'm gonna get obsessed with it, and I've watched it 10 times. You know. So yeah, I felt that way about Hamilton. So maybe I'll check this one out, and maybe that can be something that we do, or someone else wants to check it out, and I can react to it new. I don't know.
Casey Red, what do you think of the future of Star Wars? Also, can you shout out my brother Hector?
Hector. Ah!
Ah!
Hi, Hector.
We just yell Hector.
Yeah. Future of Star Wars, I think, is television. We're definitely going to be having movies. We're going to have Rogue Squadron, and we're going to have. I haven't heard anything about the Rian Johnson trilogy, but apparently that's still on. But he's working on his next movie now, which is Knives Out 2. He has some kind of like new deal with Netflix to do like Knives Out stuff. I think.
I like Knives Out 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the real future of Star Wars is the Blind Wave Star Wars podcast.
That's true. Or you can hear a lot more about Star Wars every week whenever that happens.
Yeah,
But,
after they've announced it.
Honestly, it's television because I love the format of like an 8-episode season.
Sure.
I really do.
And you
Week
could
by
easily
week.
do things like WandaVision, where it's like this fits into the canon,
Yeah.
and it's just one season. We don't have to have multiple seasons of this. This
Mm-hmm.
is just the story we want to tell, and it's done. You know?
Yeah.
Kind of like Watchmen or Chernobyl or
Yep.
whatever, where it's like we're planning on this being just these many episodes, and that's all we need to tell, and that's the story of everything that we want to do. You know?
I recently rewatched like some of the movies that don't get a lot of love in the MCU, like Thor 2: The Dark World, or even like to a certain point, some people don't love Age of Ultron. You know, I like those movies, but as I was watching them this time, I kind of like was daydreaming about what the pace would be like and the episodes would be like if this movie was a season of
Sure.
a show.
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool, you know. to
Yeah, I
think
mean,
about
there's
that
just
kinda
a lot
stuff.
of things you can do. You can give some more character moments, but you can also not make it feel so drawn out or anything
Yeah.
either. But you can also like slow it down and not have it be so quick either.
Yeah.
So like
Spader's so good in that.
James Spader.
Yeah. I just love James Spader.
Mhm.
So he can do anything.
I'm trying to think of what all I've seen him in.
You need to watch Boston Legal.
Only thing I think of is
I do.
Oh, you've seen it?
No, I do need to watch
Oh,
Boston Legal.
You do.
I mean, I imagine future of Star Wars, we're gonna we'll have these shows here. That's gonna be the next 5 years or so. You're gonna have some movies come out. They're gonna do well, but eventually, in 10 years or 15 years, we're gonna have. All right, well, we gotta have Daisy Ridley come back and them come back. You know, like they've had their career. Now we're gonna come back and we're gonna do passing on to the next one. You know. And it's not going to be the Skywalker saga anymore because that's over, you know. But I imagine it's going to get to the point where it's like, all right, let's do episodes 10, 11, and 12 now, you know. Because the only reason I say that, because it seems like it's unlikely now, but it was way, way, way more unlikely that we were ever going to get 7, 8, and 9. So I think it's more likely we'll get 10, 11, and 12 eventually.
Sure. I mean, hell, a lot of people didn't think there was ever going to be 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
No?
Absolutely.
Like 4, 5, and 6 had come out, and it was so many years before 1, 2, and 3 came out.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
it was-
crazy to think about. Like, it's the 20th. Yesterday was the 16th anniversary
Yeah.
of Revenge
no.
of the Sith.
I
We're
saw
actu- oh, go
I
ahead.
saw a thing that was talking about the time difference of where
Yeah.
we're at with like it's been longer now since like episode 1 came out than since what was it?
So it's been more time since episode 1 premiered to now than
Yeah.
when episode premiered to Star Wars ending.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
The time frame from Star Wars premiering
Yeah.
to episode 1 is now shorter than episode 1's premiere to now.
That's crazy to think about. It's like the dinosaur fact of like we're closer to the Tyrannosaurus Rex than the Stegosaurus was, or something like that, or the Triceratops.
Right.
Like they didn't exist in the same time. They're 60 plus 65 million years away from each other. You know, it was like what? That's ridiculous. That's how I felt about when I heard that fact.
So yeah, I don't know. It's crazy to think about how long it's been
Yeah.
for just Star Wars and the idea like, once 1, 2, and 3 came out, like, well, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna get anything else, Then we got Clone Wars.
I mean, we'll also get what we've seen recently in Star Wars, like cherry picking of old, very popular legend stuff will be coming back. It's not going to be long until we get a recanonization of Darth Revan and Knights of the Republic like stuff.
I'm sure that'll come.
like
to
it's
be.
going to happen. We just don't know when, really.
Next question from Me Try. Who is your favorite antagonist in anime? Mine is Femto.
Femto. I can definitely see that there.
Yeah.
Though in
Say
terms
that
of
name
anime,
now.
I didn't have him long.
But I mean, if you go back to Dragon Ball Z, like Frieza is so memorable
Sure.
and will always be
Yeah.
so special to me.
Absolutely.
I mean, the ant's pretty cool. Like in Hunter x Hunter, the ants have been really neat. Like the king ant has been kind of an
Yeah.
interesting
Yeah.
character, Like that stuff has been, like all that has been really cool as far as like antagonists for our heroes. Trying to think what else.
I really like. I mean, some of these you can't really count as antagonists because as the story goes, but like Scar from Full Metal Alchemist.
Sure, I was
love
gonna say like
Scar.
L.
Yeah, L is
I was
the
gonna say light.
antagonist. Yeah. No, yeah, you can say both.
Sure, yeah, like it depends, I guess, how you want to look
Yeah,
at it, but
sure.
yeah.
King Bradley was
King
good.
Bradley, absolutely.
Yeah.
Akito from Fruits Basket
Mhm.
is just
I don't know who my
I really like
favorite-
All for One.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know if I can say my favorite. I don't know who my
Yeah,
favorite
no,
would
we had-
be.
all right.
You know?
Next stream, we'll
Ranking
just
rank
rank
them.
Ranking
every
villains of-
antagonist.
That could be fun.
Gilgamesh.
Is it just anime antagonists?
That was what the question was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It
know,
was-
but like, is that what we would rank? Is just anime
I
antagonists?
missed a lot.
yeah.
know?
Sure. Then we'll have to do it like live action antagonists.
Like I
later
have
or
to
something.
go. I have to rank Cell, and then I have to rank Cell from Dragon Ball Abridged. 'Cause
Sure.
They're so different. And one's
Yeah.
way
Yeah.
better.
One is way better. Suradon.
Will you guys ever play? This is Crashing Coyote. Will you ever play Warzone again? They just added Rambo, John McClane, and an exact replica of Nakatomi Plaza from Die Hard 1.
Holy shit! Really?
They did what?
They added Rambo, John McClane, and an exact replica of Nakatomi Plaza from Die Hard 1.
Into what?
Warzone?
Into Warzone.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch! I didn't know that.
That's what Crashing
Son of
Coyote
a-
says.
Damn it! Now I'm gonna have to play that tonight instead of
Yeah.
playing WoW or something. Tell Melanie my text her now. Tell her my schedule's busy.
I'll play it if they make me.
I'll play. They make me. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I have to play Call of Duty, Melanie. Sorry.
Actually, I really like Call of Duty
You should
multiplayer
start,
back in the day.
if you can, start remote updating Warzone now. The last time I tried, the 160 gigabytes
They
of
have
updates.
they have a lot of they put a lot into those updates and stuff. My only issue with playing Call of Duty was that every time I would get on, it would be like this updating shader thing,
Yeah.
and I would always get that, and I have to wait for it to finish before playing. Otherwise, like things would look weird.
Mm-hmm.
But that's really cool. No, I didn't know that. I'll play John McClane.
Play Rambo.
Why is Rambo in it?
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know.
Why not like Hans or fucking like the cop, Or I'll play as a cop. That'd be great with a bag of Twinkies.
With the Swedes?
Yeah, we have some of the Swedes or something. I don't know. Yeah, I've had people asking about. I think it's been Pong mainly pushing it. A Pokemon tier list, like tier listing every Pokemon.
It depends.
I
Because
might-
you could have a different move on a Pokemon, and it could be completely different tier, right?
Well, yeah, but like maybe it's
So you'd
more
have
of
to,
like maybe it's-
average it out.
I would say be more based on like favorites, right? Like
Oh,
it's not
okay.
based on like a power based scale for antagonists, right?
There's
Like
so many.
because putting Cell versus like L, he's like, well, fucking that guy's dead. Like that's what's gonna happen. But like just picking like who's your favorite and why and whatnot, and doing something like that could be good. And maybe I'd do it for like categories. Like if I did like my favorite starters and just do the starters, or like maybe if you did typings.
Yeah.
Like I'm just gonna do the grass Pokemon this time. I'm just gonna do the steel type Pokemon. That's a lot. It was like 890 or something.
Someone in chat reminded me of a news item that I missed over on our Discord. There's a new Batman animated series coming out. Batman Caped Crusader from Bruce Timm, J.J. Abrams, Matt Reeves, set at HBO Max and Cartoon Network.
Really?
Matt Reeves.
Mhm.
and
J.J. Abrams?
And Bruce
Well,
Bruce
Timm.
Timm. I know that name
So
too.
Bruce Timm created the Batman the Animated Series.
Ah, that's
Matt Reeves is directing the new Batman with the Cedric Diggory. I can never remember his name.
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, and J.J. Abrams has recently signed into a deal with Warner to do some stuff, including a possible Superman movie, I think.
Who
But
did?
he's doing Batman animated series?
The series will be thrilling, cinematic, and evocative of Batman's noir roots while diving deeper into the psychology of these iconic characters. We can't wait to share this new world.
Interesting. I mean, that sounds cool though. Maybe we'll get to actually cover Batman on the channel and react to Batman.
Isn't Matt Reeves doing a thing where it's like Gotham PD that's like taking place in the universe of his Batman movie, but it's about police?
Really?
Isn't that like that was like a year ago or
I don't remember that.
a while ago they talked about, right? I guess he's getting involved with some television stuff. That's good. I mean,
Is that like was it a DC show? What was the one? Yeah, no, it was a DC show. It was Alan Tudyk was leading a group of people, and their job I think was like cleaning up and planning and making like accessories for like superheroes and cleaning up their messes and stuff. I think.
Oh yeah.
Right? Am I thinking of that right thing?
yes.
Wasn't he like? I think he was like a cousin of Bruce Wayne.
He
or
was
something
Bruce
like that.
Wayne's cousin. Shoot.
What was that called? I can't remember what it
Started
was.
with an I.
But there was something with Alan Tudyk. I'm pretty sure.
Powerless. That doesn't have an I in it at all. I was totally wrong. But yeah, that's
Is that what it was? Was Powerless?
yeah.
And they also reminded me a little bit of like in Spider-Man, Michael Keaton's character is there cleaning up the mess from the first Avengers movie.
yeah.
Mhm.
And it kind of made me think of that a little bit, where it's like, oh, this is
Yeah.
here cleaning up all this junk.
Sure.
Yeah. I watched it. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Thank you, Tashfear. I powerless.
I'm looking at the artwork released with this studio, and I do not like his ears.
His ears
Sorry.
are very
Don't like
like
his ears.
Nosferatu.
They're like a bat.
I mean, yeah, it's very much like a bat.
yeah.
Isn't that how it's supposed to be?
Wait, what? I didn't know Alan Tudyk did the voice of Iago in the live-action Aladdin movie.
Did he?
I didn't. It's here on
didn't know either.
IMDb. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Did you guys hear that there's also a new, I think it's supposed to be an animated Superman show with Jack Quaid,
Oh yeah,
Dennis Quaid's
From
son, and lead from
The Boys.
The Boys.
Yeah,
Nope. I didn't.
an
know.
animated Superman show.
I think.
Gotcha. Well, they have a very high bar with when it comes to Superman show on television because currently the
Superman and Lois.
Superman and Lois is the best, and I love Smallville. Superman and Lois is the best Superman show right now.
That's really good.
It's you know, I love season 1 and 2 of The Flash. I love season 1 and 2 of Arrow. Like those are, I'll put those up pretty high. But Superman and Lois is fucking good. And maybe it just speaks to me as an older person too. You know, like I was Clark's age when I watched Smallville. You know,
Sure.
and I feel like I might be Superman's age when I'm watching this. But it's fucking good.
So better than Lois and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman.
Yep.
All right. Hard to believe.
Well, I don't know how recently you watched those, but sometimes you can't go back, Rick. I love Smallville, and sometimes I can't go back to that.
Sure.
It's like, man, why is he running like that?
Shiraz Saeed. Hey Rick, have you seen the show WWE's Most Wanted Treasures on A&E? In this show, wrestlers go around searching for their long-lost memorabilia and try to reclaim them from the WWE archives. For example, Mick Foley searching for the original Mr. Sacco. What memorabilia would you like to own? I haven't watched it. I'm still boycotting anything that's WWE produced. But as far as memorabilia, like I'm not a really big memorabilia guy.
You have that dude's underwear.
He sent it to me.
He sent it to me. You
Also,
bought it.
that's not WWE.
I'm sorry.
He sent it to me.
There's a W in there.
I suppose.
So
I suppose that's a good point.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's nothing that immediately comes up to my mind other than like, it'd be really cool to have Jake the Snake's bag that he had Damien in.
Yeah.
Like that would be kind of cool.
Damien the Snake.
Like I imagine
Yeah.
like a luchador mask or something. Like Rey Mysterio's mask
Yeah,
would be cool.
that could
Yeah,
be
but
cool.
he needs that.
Like
That's the thing that Rey Mysterio is looking for now.
What else? I'm trying to think. Like just from the era that I knew. Like Sting's bat. I don't know. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Would be.
So some people are asking that haven't heard, why are you boycotting WWE?
I mean, originally it was just because of the writers and the storylines and the editing and the camera work and the announcers and everything that wasn't the talent.
Gotcha.
But also they made some really shady and terrible business moves.
Yeah.
That have been ongoing that I'm just not a big fan of.
It's,
particularly concerning, like the shutdown and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, that kind of stuff too, and also like
how they treat and contract their people.
Yeah,
pretty crazy.
How they do that, and learning more about like the Owen Hart stuff from way back in the day because of Dark Side of the Ring, and just being like, it's just not good.
It's
just not what I
unfortunate
need.
to learn more about that, and it makes me enjoy Vince McMahon's character of being a terrible person less.
Yeah,
Because it's like, oh, maybe he's not playing so much other than just, the walk.
So if I want wrestling, I've got AEW
Yeah.
for now.
You buy the people's elbow.
I'm
It's
sure you
still
can buy one
attached
of
to
the
Dwayne Johnson.
because he always took off the elbow pad and tossed it off into
Through
the
it.
crowd.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's
you can
probably
buy
a lot of those
There's probably
floating
a lot
around.
of those.
Now, I want to own the people's elbow. Like, look at this. In this case, is the people's elbow.
He's rent The Rock's time.
It's just The Rock standing there with a glass case like around
his
upper
elbow.
arm and
He,
lower arm.
clocks in.
Oh, man.
You're like the collector from Marvel.
Like,
Like,
you
that is
guests
a-
try
you
to talk to him.
You just
and
got
it's like,
Howard the
"No,
Duck in there.
You're not
It's
paying
not a
attention."
collectible.
Very
New
funny.
Japan is also fantastic as well. Like
Ooh.
it's been more fantastic in the past, but
I thought of one. The Rock's original black
Fanny pack?
turtleneck and gold fanny pack.
yeah,
I would want that.
you're right. That's my
Yeah.
answer too.
Dude, we should have a Halloween party, but we all go as The Rock wearing the fanny pack.
That'd be great.
It would be great if that happened-
Went blackface and played The Rock.
No.
WWE doesn't want you to either.
Oh. How about that?
Dylan, I know you delayed the reaction for Edge of Tomorrow. When are y'all planning on releasing that?
When does that come out? What did we put out last?
Well,
Mask
yeah.
of Zorro?
Is that the last one that we put out
I think we put Mask of Zorro out
on early access?
last. Yeah,
So
so
the next early access should be Edge of Tomorrow.
it should be.
So that's tomorrow?
I believe that's tomorrow.
So we're right on the edge of it coming out.
Whatever it's going to be will be delivered to me tonight, and I'll take care of it and get that up there. So yeah, we were on the edge of that. I just realized what you said. And then after that is another poll, and then we'll go from there. I believe, right?
Yeah.
Is the
Well, because
idea?
we had the one poll that I think is already wrapped, right?
Yeah, the wrapped up 21
that one,
Jump Street.
That one had 21 Jump Street, and then we'll have another poll this week, and then it should go back
To
to
normal.
us switching every other after 21 Jump Street and whatever wins the next poll.
And we appreciate everybody waiting and being patient and understanding. But yeah, you needed to have Calvin in that movie.
Did you though?
I mean, Tom
No
Cruise.
spoilers.
That's the first time we've had a Tom Cruise movie, right?
I think so.
That we've reacted to.
Yeah.
There was a review. You guys
For
reviewed
Mummy.
Mission Impossible?
They reviewed.
You guys
we
reviewed The Mummy,
That's true. You were in that, weren't you?
Yeah.
and
That
we
was-
reviewed Mission Impossible.
Yeah.
I think
Okay.
Yeah,
I
But
didn't
no
do Mission-
reaction.
I didn't do Mission
I-
Impossible.
I did Mission Impossible.
you did.
Yeah.
And it was awesome.
Watched it for Henry.
Yep.
Henry was great.
That's all you
Henry
needed.
was amazing.
Tom was also great.
He was.
That other guy in the bathroom was
Yeah.
really great.
Yeah, he was.
I need to watch those. 'Cause I've only seen 1 and 2, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen the others.
I've seen one in that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that 5 or 6?
I don't know.
Fallout is the newest one.
Fallout is
Right?
7, right? The one we
it
did-
can't be.
6.
No.
I'm right.
The one we watched was 6.
Yeah.
The one we
Okay.
watched was 6.
3, 4.
Okay.
6 is Fallout.
I
Is
feel
that the
like-
one you watched, or did you watch Rogue
I
Nation?
okay. I thought Fallout was the one
Rogue
after 6.
Nation. Sorry.
There's Mission Impossible 1, 2, 3. Then there's Ghost Protocol, which is 4. Then there's Rogue Nation, which is 5. Then there's Fallout, which is 6. Then there's 7. Wait, is that just what it's called? Oh, it's not out yet. That's 2022. Okay. There's an 8 coming out too.
I mean, got to launder his money somehow.
I will.
Run out of birthday cakes.
I will say though that the idea though of him like becoming producer so he can do the stunts he wants to do
Yeah.
and stuff is, I don't know, genius. I guess I don't know. It's great. You know,
It's crazy.
the fact that he wants to
As he is.
dedicate that much into it and stuff.
Sure.
So
Guitarist Joseph, if you guys each had to choose one soda/drink and chip/snack to eat for snack time for the rest of your life, what pair would you choose? This is separate from movie candy time or
Right.
lunch dinner time.
so I'm choosing a chip.
Chip dip
A
situation.
chip/snack and soda/drink combination.
If I can only have one soda, you say combination?
Yeah.
Yes.
As far as
The snack and the
snack
soda.
and the drink.
Yeah, so like if you're settling down for snack time,
Only one type of soda?
All right, the
what's your
soda.
go-to snack?
If I had to pick one soda
Yeah.
and never had any others, it
Yeah.
would be cherry Dr Pepper.
Okay.
I was going to say just Dr. Pepper. But
Cherry Dr Pepper is just so smooth and it has
Yeah.
just a little bit more than Dr
Aramaic
Pepper.
would disagree with you
But-
because there's
but-
already cherry in Dr. Pepper. Just
Yeah.
having more of one ingredient in Dr. Pepper.
I don't care what Aramaic thinks. It's better.
he can filter it out and then just have vanilla Dr. Pepper too.
Yeah.
So cherry Dr. Pepper and what? Because it's a pair.
Now, see, that's the thing. Like, what? So I gotta pick like a chip.
I would do
Chip/snack.
I don't know what a snack is. Like a hot dog.
sour
It could be
cream
like
and
a
onion
pretzel.
Pringles
Is it a
and
snack?
grape crush.
Mm.
Can a hot dog be a snack?
That's not a snack.
Is it not?
No.
Like a man, I'm hungry. I need a snack before bed. I'm a hot dog.
It's either nachos
Like it's a
and
taco,
cheese.
but it's not a snack.
Okay. Nachos and
Either
cheese.
nachos and cheese or
Certainly acceptable.
have you guys ever had like those chicken crackers with chicken dip?
Chicken crack? What
Yep.
the hell are you talking about? Like, are they shaped like
My
chicken?
sister
no,
makes.
you're
My
talking
sister
about-
makes it.
Shit.
Anytime that's there, I eat the whole fucking thing.
What is a chicken cracker?
Chicken and a biscuit.
I don't know, chicken crackers and chicken dip.
Eric.
Wait, okay,
Gotta
what?
be a thing. I'm gonna look
Chicken
it up
and a biscuit.
Now,
so I
wait.
can satisfy Aaron.
Are you calling them chicken
Eric,
crack?
listen
Hang
to
on.
me.
Shut up, Calvin. Why are you calling them chicken crackers though? Like, are they
Because they
shaped?
taste like
They're-
chicken.
'Cause,
It's
yeah,
chicken
they
and a
have like
biscuit.
chicken spice.
I didn't
on it
ask
or
you. You
something.
don't have these. He does.
I do.
Calvin,
I have a
shut
box
up.
at home.
You don't
Carmen
know.
loves them.
So, well, yeah, but they might be different. So they taste like chicken. Are they shaped like chicken? What were you saying?
They're like spiced.
They're spiced like chicken.
Yep.
What kind of chicken? Like KFC? Like lemon?
If you
I don't
do
wanna
your
explain anymore.
bullshit Google food and it comes back as chicken and a biscuit.
You're the one who brought them up. I'm just
gonna
wondering.
walk away.
I've never heard of chicken chips. Are they made from chickens?
Crackers, not chips. It's chicken dip.
So the chips are not chicken.
There's no chips.
What are you saying then?
There's crackers and dip.
So there's no chicken crackers.
No, there are. There is no chips. You
Is
are
the-
adding chips into this where I've never said chips.
I didn't say chips, so you said chips.
No, you didn't.
Huh? I
No,
thought
you
you
heard me say dip and
I
assumed it
thought
was
you
chip.
corrected me at chips.
No, hell no.
Hell no. So is it a chicken dip? Like I've had buffalo chicken dip, and that's good.
No, it is chicken flavored crackers and chicken dip
I gotta ask my
as
sister.
a snack.
My sister would bring it to like a family thing.
Is it chicken biscuits?
I just sit there and eat the whole thing.
Mm.
It's awesome. That's the one I picked.
I
Yeah,
don't know-
Aaron, it might be chicken biscuit. Thanks.
I don't really snack, but like during the holidays, I'll have like a cracker, summer sauces, and cheese.
Yeah. Ooh.
Or-
Ooh, yeah, that's good too.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Or a cracker and like cheese ball
Yeah.
sort of thing. But it's really only during the holidays that I do that. And I usually don't have pop with it. The only pop I really drink is ginger ale.
Yeah. I like the jalapeno and cheese summer sausage.
Mm.
You ever had that? You wouldn't like it, jalapeno.
Probably not.
But it's really good. Calvin,
See, for chips,
yours?
I'm between three
Chicken
chips.
biscuits? you're just standing there. I see you.
The thing is, you can't escape me. No, stay there, Calvin. Oh,
You escaped. You can't go any
No.
further.
no.
too late.
Now they see our floor.
Look at everything.
And our flowers
down.
hanging.
Boxes. I would say, I don't know. Between chips, I'm between either there's like the Ruffles sour cream and cheddar. I like those a lot, or the Lay's sour cream and cheddar. The sour cream and cheddar chips. There's also those twisty Fritos. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, sure.
Not the chili, but the honey barbecue, maybe.
Honey
What-
barbecue.
Is that what they are?
Twisties.
Oh man, they're
Yep.
so good.
Mm-hmm.
With my
Um,
sandwiches recently, I've been eating
Or Cheetos.
Snyder's pretzels, honey mustard, and onion.
Mm.
They've been pretty good.
I don't know what I don't know. I can't think of anything snack wise, so I'm just gonna go with like one of those chips, but I don't know which one.
Goddamn.
Oh,
Chicken.
camera spin. Yes.
Tyrant Dragon.
Wait, did Calvin answer?
What?
Yeah, I was the first to answer.
Oh, damn, that was quick. Okay. What was
Tyrant
your answer?
Dragon. Hey, Blind Wave. Wanted to say thanks for the content. Been watching One Piece lately. I want to know what's your favorite Straw Hat and non-Straw Hat. I'm the only one that watches it, so
I like Raiden's.
my favorite Straw Hat is it's either Zoro or Luffy. It's probably Zoro. And then my favorite non-Straw Hat. It's even harder. I don't know. I really like Smoker. So I'm going to go with Smoker, I think.
I like Dual Hills and Holes. He has a good straw hat.
For any of my Star
Dule
Wars
Hill?
Legends fans,
that how you
I
say it?
liked
Yeah.
I always call
Jedi
him Dule Hill.
Master
Oh.
Crunk.
Is it
Straw
is it
hat.
accent? Dule.
I don't know. Dual what? What?
I
Who
said
said
for
what?
my Star Wars Legends fans, I like Jedi Master Crunk straw hat.
Crunk.
Yep,
And he's in what movie?
he's not.
Well, then that doesn't.
It
fit.
does.
Oh, it's
I'll send you a picture. Aaron.
Okay.
There are no
I
chips
like-
involved.
I like the Three Storms straw hat.
Yeah. It's solid.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Lay.
Tilted Crow. What are your thoughts on the recent Ubisoft sexual abuse allegations? Many content creators are choosing to stop making content on their games. Not saying you also need to, just want to know your thoughts. I don't know any
haven't-
details.
I haven't heard anything about it actually.
Yeah,
I
haven't
remember
heard about
hearing
it.
stuff about it when we first covered one of their streams.
Hmm.
Like some stuff was coming out then, but I never really read into it, and I'm not really super familiar with it. But if it's happening, it's not great.
I mean, it's not great for the company, but it's good that it's getting out.
True.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't know.
Yeah, I can't give an informed
Very much
opinion
about
if
it.
I'm not informed on it. I don't want to give an opinion if I'm not.
Laggy. Just started getting into Star Wars novels, starting with the latest Thrawn trilogy. Do you guys have any personal favorites that you would recommend? Thanks, and keep up the great content.
That Thrawn trilogy is awesome. I was at a toy show over in Parkersburg, which is just a little bit outside of our hometown, and I was just walking around, and Timothy Zahn was just at a table. I had no idea he was there. He was just at a table signing stuff, and I had to run home real quick and get my Admiral Thrawn action figure so that he could sign it for me, my Black Series, like convention exclusive one. And then while he was there, I was like, everybody else was like, he was like selling books, and I wanted to just support him. So I'm like, I'm gonna buy all these books, also have him sign them. So
Were they the newer books?
they're the newer books. Ascension was the one that I think came out during that time. Those are pretty great. So yeah, I love those ones. But in terms of the question, you're talking about specifically like canon books, or just books in
Didn't say.
general?
Just Star Wars books.
I haven't really read any of the newer stuff.
Not, I haven't read as much as I should have. Definitely.
Yeah. A lot of that was because I've talked of like the Star Wars podcast
Yeah.
and trying to work on getting that, and do we cover those books during that? And so,
But if you're looking for just like books, regardless if they're legends or not, you definitely want to check out Plagueis. Darth Plagueis is a fantastic novel that you'll never watch some of those movies the same. Even if it's not necessarily canon anymore, it's still fantastic. So definitely, I would recommend Plagueis. I would recommend, if you haven't read any of the novelizations, read the Revenge of the Sith novelization. That's probably a good starting point for some people too, because you already know the story, but it's very, very good.
sure.
Check that out too.
It was the Revan. The Revan book was pretty good.
You like the Revan book, yeah?
I like that one. I thought that was pretty good. I also like the Bane
Bane trilogy.
Yeah.
Yep, I like that as well.
story. For
That was
were
done
really
by
good.
Drew Karpyshyn.
Drew Karpyshyn.
I don't know how to say his name.
Did he?
But,
Did he do both of those? He
yeah.
did the Revan book. Wasn't that Drew?
Was there 3?
What for Bane?
Yeah.
I think there's at least 2.
Yeah.
I think there's 3.
Either way, he's
Um,
the guy that wrote Knights of the Old Republic, and I think he's involved in Mass Effect as well.
Yeah, I think so.
Alex asks, do you guys suggest reading Treasure Island after I just finished Black Sails? You should read Treasure Island anyway, which is great.
I mean, it is
It's
great.
Classic.
You should wait until the cast of Black Sails just does Treasure Island.
You should watch the Muppet Treasure Island.
Oh, that's
That one's a
also.
That
He's
also
very correct. That's also great.
It's also great.
is
Any more
a-
Tim Curry in your life is a good thing.
Arr.
I've got cabin fever.
I've got the
do.
Great movie.
We've answered some of these before.
I've seen Treasure Planet. Pretty good. Like Treasure Island, but in space.
Rick, Nicholas D. Wolfwood, or Vash. I mean, they're both amazing, but it's got to be Vash. And finally, before I get to bits and donations, what are you guys streaming tomorrow?
Hood, Outlaws, and Legends.
Once again, we will attempt it.
Oh, we will do it.
Oh,
Try not.
Whoever doesn't get it to work on the computer
Do
just has to watch.
or do not.
gotcha.
Calvin.
Okay, but that's not an excuse to not help me set it up the way
Well, I
you
don't-
set yours up.
I don't know how to. I'll fix your audio. I don't know how to fix your game. I don't know what's wrong with your game.
It worked
Aaron is-
okay.
Of the method of to teach someone to swim, you just throw them in a pond and watch.
Them drown.
Either sink or swim.
Yeah, but he's the water.
No, Calvin play games all the time off Steam. He knows how to play games.
float.
I work on the audio and stuff all the time to help with that. But
What's Eric drinking? I have a watermelon Monster energy drink. It's quite good.
All right.
maybe that's the watermelon sugar high.
Bits and donations here, although I guess I'll take a peek at the store
Yeah,
first.
It is. It's Harry
Quite a
Styles.
few.
I thought so. All right, okay.
I get it.
There's quite a few from like 6 and 7 days ago.
Of what?
Exercises,
Oh, it's probably from the Smash stream.
maybe. I'll refund those. Today, for exercises, Calvin, you have squats from Apocalypse Thou. Apocalypse Thou also giving push-ups for Calvin for never changing his Spider-Man suit.
What?
I looked around at the others, and I just don't like the powers with them. I've explained that on stream
not-
so many
Oh,
times.
never. You know, you don't have to use the power of the suit that you're wearing, right?
He does now.
That was never explained to me.
Because you can take once you unlock the suit, you can take that power and put it with another suit.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, then it's just cosmetic, and it
It is.
really doesn't matter.
No, it makes it cool looking.
Tracer James gave
Chat told him this.
Yeah, but I
Squats.
didn't read it.
and push-ups to Calvin. Calvin for not using any other suits.
That was the.
You're being punished.
Yeah,
No
you-
excuses.
You are.
I thought you were refunding the ones that weren't from today.
Oh, these
They're all
are from today.
Yeah.
Like there's these ones from
persistent,
6
Calvin.
days ago, but then there's Calvin.
Does it say today or one day?
He-
It's
2
just 2
hours,
hours
2
ago.
hours, 2 hours, an
So,
hour,
it's
and then
from
30
today.
minutes ago,
Well,
me.
we weren't streaming 2 hours ago.
Apocalypse Thou, Calvin, I'm going to make you do one exercise for every Spider-Man suit you didn't wear.
Oh my God.
Then squats, Night Owl, Lenny, Aaron, because Aaron.
Ow.
Gotcha.
So Aaron's got
Makes sense.
10 squats. Calvin has...
At least give a reason.
Try to give this here. We got 10,
Do they by
20.
this point? There's so many reasons that have accrued.
30
Well, yeah, I
squats,
know.
Calvin. 30 squats,
All right.
20
oftentimes-
push-ups, 10 sit-ups.
All right.
There's oftentimes that like they give a reason, like what the hell is that? But at least it was a reason.
See-
All right.
See, Aaron?
And as you're doing
What's
that...
first time?
There you go. You fixed it, or I fixed it. You're welcome.
No, you definitely didn't fix it.
I would like to thank Purple Grape Grace for the 14-month subscription. Thank you very much.
Blessings upon you.
The Ginger Avenger for 15 months. Thank you very much.
Blessings upon you.
Diggus Bickus, 28 months. R.I.P.
Blessings
Indeed.
upon you.
Blessings.
Hilding, 27 months. That's a long time. It is a long time. And we thank you for it.
Blessings upon you.
Tori, 13 months. Wow, 13 months. Love you guys. Love you too.
Peace be with you.
Hilding, 100 bits. Weekly loving with a tinge of sadness. Rip Kentaro Miura. One of the goats.
And also with you.
Absolutely. Colton MG, resubscribed for 8 months. Thank you very much. Clone Army, 13 months. Thank you.
May the force of others be with you.
Gustavo Bruno, 29 months. Thank you very much.
The brightest stars have hearts of kyber.
The bird is the word. 100 bits.
Yes.
Strongest stars have hearts of kyber.
Thank you very much.
Bud.
Romp resubscribed for 20 months. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob.
Thank you.
Right now.
Out of Raw, 24 months. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Nani Droid resubscribed for 2 months.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Holding Land, or Holden Gland, 8 months. Missing the second final of the Eurovision Song Contest to see you guys. So Eurovision must be going on.
Well, you're going to regret that. No, thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's where Epic Saxman is from, right? Isn't that Eurovision? Cleveland
I'm not done yet.
Steamroller, 4 months. 4 months, all paid by Bezos. Bezos?
Bezos. Jeff, right?
Jeff
Bezos.
Bezos.
Greetings from Amsterdam.
Oh.
Greetings.
Oh, because it's Prime. 4 months with Prime. Paid from Amazon.
Wait, did his wife get Prime or?
Got it.
But you paid for Amazon Prime.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, but he already got the benefits of that from the other stuff, so this is just free. Yeah, count. Do your push-ups.
I did 'em.
Okay.
Hiei Kira resubscribed for 3 months. My favorite time of the week. How's your guys' week?
It was quite well. And sad.
And sad.
And happy. Such is life.
Conde 11, 4 months. I'm loving your Naruto and the Expanse reactions. Greetings from Spain. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Glad
Thank
you
you.
enjoy. Sam the Gamer resubscribed for 11 months. Hey Rick, do you know about the death of Kentaro Miura? I do.
We did talk about it earlier in the show. Let me check it out.
Oh.
The Dr. R, 7-month subscription. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Night Owl Lenny cheered 31 bits, sending love to you all, but Rick especially. Rip legend.
Rip.
Becky sent in Aaron to help even it up. There you go with more squats. And Cleveland Steamroller said, Calvin, free sit-ups with Amazon Prime, and gave 10 more sit-ups.
It's funny because someone had just tried to redeem it like 1 second before that, and it was still on cooldown.
I say this a lot, but thank you.
Crashing Coyote resubscribed for 14 months. I'm with Eric. The parent scenario in Flash is eye-rolling. It's like calling your subscribers your children.
Me. Yeah, it is a little bit. But you are my child. Go with God.
Like, I didn't have phonics growing up, and like
Yeah.
coyote is one of those words I look at. I'm like, I don't understand how I get coyote
No, I get what you mean.
from that.
not English.
Well, true, but still. Ritlock resubscribed for 21 months. Rick, did you hear the sad news? Yes, I did. Underhand Comic resubscribed for 26 months. Thank you very much. Rupas subscribed for the first time.
Oh, Rupus.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Tintin Who resubscribed for 22 months. Thank you very much. Dominic Cloette resubscribed for 4 months. Hey, Eric, you should consider playing Control next, a third-person action adventure by Remedy. It's amazing.
I'll have to look into it. Maybe
Some-
put it on the list.
Yeah, it's on my to-do list. Certainly. Was up for a lot of Game of the Year awards that year.
Yeah.
Captain Cold, 30 bits. Rick, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, would you bring out the Dragon Slayer sword and put it in your background? I have to go get it.
I'll get it. Wish me luck and strength.
Good luck.
Luck and strength.
It's heavy because it's so full of mercy. It's not.
That's different.
It is different.
It is.
Chaos Theory, 100 bits. I've never watched anime until Berserk, and it made me interested in watching more anime. Rip Miura. Rip indeed. Yizing resubscribed for 15 months. Rick is a fellow person with directional challenges. Do you stick to a specific route to every destination, despite everyone telling you different shortcuts? Yeah. No, absolutely. I take one way, no matter what, no matter if there's a better way. I also park in the same spot if possible, if not, in the same aisle, or I wait. Because I know no matter how long I have to wait, it's not going to be longer than me having to find my car later. Not a
True.
joke.
That's funny. Rick, you also got from Super Dora. Rick, push-ups. Hold the sword high, heart.
think I can do push-ups with the sword.
It's cool, Eric. If you go at the right speed between your screen and Rick's screen, you get skinny.
Wow. Wish it was that easy.
But no, I think it's push-ups to help you be able to hold the sword high.
Gotcha.
Who was the last one you read?
I did it. I'm done. Yizing, resubscribe for 15 months. Nope, already had that one. Santonio Jones, 30 bits. What is it? What it is, what it was, what it gonna be. Text us out. Thank you for the 30 bits.
I was just so afraid of that sliding and destroying the building.
It absolutely would. It absolutely would.
Don't have to worry about that floor down there anymore.
Yeah.
Captain Cold, 30 bits to the Johnny Cage thing. I watched one of your podcasts from years ago. I'm pretty sure Eric brought up that Johnny Cage was in that Johnny Cage thing and that one too.
Huh.
From
So
years
maybe-
ago.
I would be shocked by that.
Maybe you've made this discovery twice.
Maybe it's a Mandela effect.
That would be funny.
That would be funny. Yeah, I definitely want someone to like clip it and put it in the podcast suggestions.
Can you imagine if just like years from now he does it again? It's just like, here's the 8 times Eric brought this
Well,
up.
As soon as someone said, Eric, you talk about this next week, I'm like, I'm definitely saying this again next week. But now I can't. You guys have stepped on it. It's not funny anymore.
How do you pronounce it, Yizing? I'm watching. Captain Cold, 30 bits. Eric, if you're rewatching the MCU and trying to find stuff, you certainly noticed that in The Incredible Hulk, the guy who Bruce delivered the pizza to at the university is Peter Parker's teacher in Homecoming, right?
Yes. Okay. I was thinking about the principal who was also in Howling Commando, but yes.
Whatever you said.
Yizing.
Interesting.
Yizing.
Like wheezing,
Yizing.
but yeezing.
Like wheezing.
All right. Yes. Woozy, resubscribed for 6 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Be here.
Afro Futurism Production, 100 bits. Would you guys think of doing reactions to the old Dragon Ball movies like World's Strongest or The Tree of Might?
Tree of Might. Wasn't that the Christmas one?
Yes. In
saw the
Abridged, it was a Christmas special.
That's all we need.
It was the Christmas Tree of Might. It just wouldn't hit the same, guys.
I have tips from Chris. Aaron, because someone in chat said you told Calvin to shut up, and that's bad.
Oh, yeah, you shouldn't do that.
All right.
I don't get it.
Wargaria, resubscribed for 14 months. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sleeping Cat Studio, 199 bits. Hi, I'm currently watching all your full reactions to My Hero. How are you doing?
Very, very well.
Sad.
Plus Ultra. Oh, and sad. Sorry.
Sad. Maxin. No, dear. This is 4 months, but I've never seen this name before. And I don't know how to do it.
How is it spelled?
Maxinome. Maxinoume. Maxinome. 4 months. How many people work at Blind Wave, and what do they do?
We have lots of people, and they do many things.
I'm really.
Shush.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we have 4 main crew members. We work every day. We have Jancy works here, and Jen works here, or I should say Dababa.
Yeah, and that's all that we have as far as.
And that's in terms of like people that actually work day to day. We also
Maggie works on accounting stuff.
Maggie does some accounting stuff. We have we contract editors from around the world, and other stuff like that.
Sleeping Cat Studios, 100 bits. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right Talk says Aaron for stealing Calvin's chicken and biscuit. He never had any. And not getting hit with a giant spoon.
And adding chip into it.
I had any chips.
Chris Fizz, 100 bits. Thank you, guys. Love you. Love you too.
Thank you.
The Bird is the Word, 100 bits. Thank you again. And also gifted a sub.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Word.
Bird.
Okay. Keep it standing up.
Big Blasian Boy gifted a sub as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Dip 100 bits. I've spent the past 2 weeks watching clips from other Fast and the Furious movies and imagining what your reactions would be. Can't wait for you guys to watch the rest. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Yep.
I just hope there's plenty of drifting. I've gotten used to it.
I know.
There's only one movie with drift in the title.
I
Eric.
know, but now that they've learned that skill, they shouldn't stop using it.
Exactly.
Like Krillin and the Destructo Disc, like he should have used that way more.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Cold 30 bits. Speaking of The Rock, I bought a random pop auction, which means you get a random pop out of only shown ones. And I got The Rock today. Good timing.
Nice.
Cool.
You
Man.
have people's elbow.
Nice.
I hope that was crackling in your mouth.
Light667 resubscribed for 24 months. 2 years go by so fast. Can't wait for the Edge of Tomorrow reaction. Just watched it again today.
Ooh.
Pop rock.
I got it, Eric.
G. Paul tipped $10. The Lighthouse would be such a banger movie reaction, and this coming from the maniac who begged you guys for Whiplash, so definitely a trustworthy source. I think I've seen The Lighthouse.
One of my favorite locations in Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes, I have.
We do for the holidays Air to the Face. And there's a decoration right over there in the corner of Aaron's window. So there.
Is that my pizza?
Nope.
Leave it alone.
Never mind.
Sleeping
Gotta
Cat
find that pizza.
Sleeping Cat Studio cheered 5 bits. I'm back. Welcome back.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome. Sucker! No, we're glad you're here.
Passy Call, 2 months. Greetings from the Netherlands.
Greetings
thank you.
back.
Greetings.
Thank you.
And finally, Ghost Dad, 7 months. You guys are okay.
So are you. All right.
You know what? Thank you. Except for this fucking poison ivy.
The
It's
kids
not
are
okay.
He's not okay.
It's not okay.
Okay.
Benadryl
You know
over
that
me.
song?
Yeah.
And that's it. We're going to be back tomorrow with Hood.
Hood. Outlaws and Legends. Yes.
Outlaws and Legends.
Should be fun.
Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you missed this live, it is live every week, every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at twitch.tv/blindwave.
Very well.
Hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Indeed.
Bye, everybody.
Did you hear about Johnny Cage and Iron Man 3?
Cut this off.
Show
Rick.
me.
And that